All right, we're live. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Paul Sun-Hyung Lee here. Welcome to another edition of Funboxing Sundays. Thanks for coming by and joining me here in the warehouse. We've got a great episode planned for you today because this is now, what is it, a week removed from Japan celebration. And boy, oh boy, have the toys been flowing. And by flowing, I mean like muling, because I've had friends who've gone to Japan and come back home bearing many, many gifts. Well, not really gifts. I mean, the gifts are me that I had to pay for. But, anyways, I got some loot. It's going to be a lot of fun. Welcome to the channel. If you're new to the channel, thanks so much for dropping by. It's not complicated what I do here. I open up a bunch of geeky collectibles. I do a half-ass review, and we chat. And sometimes we drink. Now, the last few weeks have been a lot of fun because I haven't been streaming. No, I'm just kidding. The last few shows have been a lot of fun just because we've changed up the format a little bit, and I've had some special friends and guests join me because, you know, it's always fun to open up toys with company. And so we're going to do the same. And I've got a couple of good friends that are joining us today. One's a little bit late. The other one is a little bit early. So it all balances out, which is wonderful. So you're going to get a chance to meet them in just a couple of minutes when I introduce them. And we have some special announcements regarding these guests and friends, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So just hold on tight. We're going to get through this together. We're going to have a lot of fun doing it. We are streaming to you live on 3 different platforms, of course: Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch. And so if you're here watching us on any of these platforms, thanks for joining, and I hope you're going to have fun. Without further ado, I'm just going to jump right into this. I'm going to introduce our first guest. He is a dear friend of mine from, oh my gosh, a few years ago now, but it feels like I've known him my entire life. You know, when you connect with somebody and you're just simpatico. The first time we sort of actually did connect was by accident, and then we found out we're going to the same event. We pulled off, we came up with this huge sort of prank to play, pulled it off with aplomb, made a lot of people feel very, very uncomfortable, and we've been really good friends ever since. You'll know him because he is everywhere on any YouTube channel or podcast. He's got his own shows. That's right, multiple shows. He's the best hype man I know. He knows his toys. He knows his comics. He's a master at commenting as well. And, you know, he's just a stand-up great kind of guy. And I'm really, really proud to call him my friend. Of course, I am speaking about the one, the only, the inimitable Ryan Dole 31 from Instagram. Whoops, there you go. How's it going, Ryan?
Dude, hey, it's going great. Dude, that was quite the intro. Talking about hype man, dude, that was super nice. Yeah, not used to that. At least from you. Dude, I'm excited to talk about Star Wars. I think we're gonna have to stream again together next week as well.
I think so,
because it's already May the 4th next week.
That's right. That's right.
Star Wars Day.
It's a big one. And speaking of Star Wars Day and Star Wars weekend, next weekend is another annual event that is still in its infancy. But if it's anything like last year's event, it's gonna be bigger. It's gonna be better. It's really excited. If you live in the GTA, that's the Greater Toronto area, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you went last year, I was lucky enough to be there as a guest. I of course am talking about Toying Around Con. It's the second time that's coming. And of course, here he is right now, the man himself, Kevin Wong, aka Toying Around, joining us here tonight. He's got his own show on Thursdays and sometimes on Wednesdays. And now he's got another channel that he's co-founded with Ryan Dole called the DL44 Network, which is going to be a YouTube channel that is devoted to all things Star Wars with multiple presenters that are going to be putting shows on. And I'll let you guys talk about that a little bit later. But ladies and gentlemen and friends of all different types, my dear friend, Kevin Wong. What's up, Kevin?
I'm good. What's up, fellas?
I'm a little bit disappointed you don't have your glasses on.
Oh, I woke up not long ago and I put my contacts on because for fear of ridicule from you.
Oh, wow.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So Dole gets the nice intro and I'm like, where's your glasses, Four Eyes?
Yeah.
It's a form of affection.
It is. It is. No, that's you know, we're good friends. We're friendly enough that these jokes I mean, I let Daniel have a really bad one in the group chat the other day. So I'm like, I paused and then I told my wife, I'm like, yeah, we're friends. This is what people do.
This is
Yeah,
you can only do that with your friends,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah. Thanks
Very
for having
cool.
me though.
he can't do
No,
that to
thanks
me
for
because I
coming
call
on
him
board.
racist.
That's
Yeah.
because
What?
it's not for you.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Thanks for joining me here today. Of course, the two of you went to Star Wars Celebration in Japan just last week. It ended. We're talking 7 days ago, which is a
Yeah.
week. I know. Okay, look, just bear with me. And you were able to see a lot of sites. Now, Kevin, I know you were only there for a day. Ryan, you were there for the whole time there. So lucky enough, I have friends like the two of you who are able to sort of conspire together and work with another network of friends that I have to ensure. And I'm talking about, of course, TK Tommy, who's also coordinating with Stave 3, and all of you in cahoots together to get me stuff, which I greatly appreciate. And said stuff has made it all the way back here to Toronto into the warehouse, and we're going to be opening up this stuff tonight for all of you on this channel. So stay tuned for that. Kevin and Ryan. Hey, Ryan, what do you have to open up with us tonight?
A couple things. I'm going to open my Ewok from Celebration.
Nice.
And I also got a blind box Ewok from Celebration.
Oh,
So
nice.
I'll open those for sure. And then I've got a bunch of other stuff here. Maybe if I'm feeling generous, I did get this at the Vancouver Comic and Toy Show from Cherry Bomb Toys. The Micro Machines Chewbacca fold open head playset. I love these.
Ooh, lovely.
Trying to make sure, right? All the little
Nice.
figures and stuff. So maybe we'll see.
Maybe.
So far,
Okay, Kevin.
I didn't get that much stuff from Celebration, but I got these. It's a gas, like Muscle Man, Kaniku Man, like the little Keshi rubber toys. But they have ones that are articulated from the Gashapon machine. So I want to put it together. But I do also I got a frame today for my autograph. This is my main score from Celebration.
Nice.
It is the Anthony Daniels autograph. The scene from the Tantive hallway, right?
Yeah. He's
So
a
we got
peach.
nice... Oh, he's so nice.
Yeah,
he's so nice.
great.
And he took time to. I think sometimes you can only take photos at like the photo op, and then there's a table you come for autographs. I think he was still taking photos with people too, just being great with all the fans.
That's wonderful. And totally fits on the guy that I met and worked with
right
back in the day. So that's really
good
to hear.
Your coworker,
my coworker, my colleague, my friend. Oh my gosh, I forgot I got this. So it's been kind of Jekyll and Hyde weather here. We had it's been cold at night, but really warm during the day. And so we've had the heat off in the house. And the byproduct of that is it gets cold, but not cold enough that you want to turn on the heat because it's so warm outside. So it's this weird sort of thing. So I put on this thing I am wearing right now. Let's see if I can embiggen myself. Let me see. Can I do that? Can I embiggen myself? Hello? No? This one? No?
Oh, I do want to mention that the network of people working together, conspiring, a rebel network almost to get you things, was
lovely.
all to make Anna very happy.
There
At her request, almost.
Yeah.
Almost.
She said, if you
Many
guys
Boffins
could.
died.
Yeah, I'm going to be one of those Boffins.
Yeah, to bring me my swag, which is great. It was greatly appreciated. Anyways, Kevin, I know you and Tommy, you guys went to see the Giants, the Tokyo Giants, play against the Baystars, the Yokohama Baystars, and Trevor Bauer was pitching. But I was, Tommy asked, and he was so generous. He asked me if I wanted a jersey and a hat from that series. I said, yeah, absolutely. So he brought me back this jersey for the Giants and the hat right up here. So I'm I'm wearing that to sort of say thank you to Tommy. This is a great jersey. A lot of fun. No
Ooh,
number on the
yeah.
back, but it's really cool. The NPB is. I'd love to catch a game someday in Japan because I hear it is a completely different experience, and it actually kind of puts a North American experience to shame.
I mean, I got 3 beers for under 27 Canadian dollars. So that is like that's already setting the bar really high.
Yeah.
And then according to Tommy's description, because he likened it to kind of European football, the away team has their own section, and like
Right.
so there's tons of fans there. They even had I think it was a trumpet, and so they were playing tunes and cheers throughout the whole game. Almost you didn't need the stadium music to really keep the show going. Like people would keep the cheers. Just keep you busy the whole time. So it was a very different experience.
Nice. Did you get served beer by one of those? I think they have these girls that go around. They've got the backpacks of beer. They're all dressed differently, and they hustle. It's sort of like they have their regulars that they go to, and they try to win customers so that they sell the beer.
I didn't really notice that. I'm just like, wow, it's not like a big sweaty dude that doesn't smell great walking by selling beer. So they're all like you said, they're all women with like tanks. I described it like, did you ever have the super soaker back in the day where it was just like the water tank on your back and the tube came around the front to the gun and you'd shoot your friends? It was that. They would wear a beer like a mini keg almost on their back with a little tap. And they would just, but I didn't notice anything about competing for customers or thing like that. People would just go to them. I don't think they had any issues getting people to order from them. But I think you can get like beer or highballs or whatever it is. Like there were different options. So again, that another thing that's super, super different.
And the food is next level there too, right? Like,
man, I had like a grilled pork, something mixed on rice in a little baseball helmet. There's a food court that's like almost walking through an Asian night market.
Nice.
Right? But at the lower level of the stadium. So you can get tons of different types of food. And then if you wanted something, classic, there's Taco Bell out front or Shake Shack. I think there was Baskin Robbins ice cream also. So,
excellent.
It's everything that you could look for at a game.
Amazing.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I've got a number of things to open up. People looking at the thumbnail, I've got the Hot Toys Star Wars Celebration exclusive, the Cherry Blossom version of the Stormtrooper. A lot of people have been eyeing this. I quite like it. I think there's going to be a version for sale on via Sideshow Showcase. Jeez, via Sideshow. But it's going to be slightly different because this one has a jacket, a removable jacket that's added to it, or like sort of a kimono-esque sort of jacket. So we'll be exploring that. It's a different display. Excellent. Yeah. So we'll be looking at that. I also got some vinyl, some Celebration exclusive vinyl. For Star Wars: A New Hope and for Empire Strikes Back. Now, the cool thing about these is that they're actually pressed in Japan, and they're all in Japanese. So for a collector, it's a big deal. And also they're pressed on different colored plastic. So there's a red and a blue disc insert for both of them. I also have some Micro Galaxy Squadron stuff to open up. I was lucky enough to have scored one of the Star Wars Visions, one of 3,000 from Celebration, thanks to my friends on this channel right now. Steve, Ryan, thank you so much for coordinating that. And Tommy, big shout out to Tommy. He was the one that schlepped it all back for me. So I appreciate you, Tommy. So now you can shut up about it. I also got a set of pins via Tommy, although they're beautiful, actually. The cases on them are ridiculously huge. But we'll talk about that a little bit later. And I got a Micro Galaxy Squadron Vault edition of Hera Syndulla's B-Wing. Opening up. And if we have time to, scored a little something that came in the mail, which is nice. I got the Star Wars Mandalorian Carson Teva's X-Wing Fighter model set from Revell.
Ooh. Ooh.
So that was a nice surprise because I was not expecting it to come until August. And so we've got that on the books for all of you. As you're going, oh, of course, I got these two little things from Steve. He went and got these little prize balls with Jaws figures in them. So,
oh yeah, you got his doubles.
Yeah, so I don't mind. They're singles
you
for
knew
me.
You wouldn't. Yeah, I was like,
yeah.
I got one for Brandon too, but it's not Jaws.
Okay, Back to the Future.
Yeah,
there you go. How predictable we all are.
Well, we have our things.
We have our things.
It's all good.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna move on now. Producer Anna, who is hiding in the shadows there, she's just reminding me I've got to do what I usually do on these shows, which is get through the shout outs. Now, I've been getting really, really better. I was gonna say better at shortening the length. It used to take hours. Those of you who know, who are OG fans of this channel, know this would sometimes take, and I'm not exaggerating when I say it would take over an hour to do this because I like to talk. But I've gotten better. I've had to streamline it, and I'd have to like sort of scooch through it really, really quick. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to try to finish it this time in less than, let's say 10 minutes. Let's see if we can get through all y'all in less than 10 minutes starting. And before I start to, I just wanted to let you know, if a name slips by or I miss something, the technology isn't perfect. I am streaming on 3 different platforms. I got 4 different screens going right now and a producer who's barking at me through my phone. Please, I'm not doing it on purpose. It just happens and slips through the crack. I try to get everybody mentioned who's out there. So bear with me and forgive me if I miss your name or I miss a comment or something like that, because brevity is the soul of wit. So on that, I'm going to start the timer now, and I'm going to begin by saying hello to Tommy K. Shut up, Tommy. 3, 2, 1. Shut up, Tommy. Right off the gate.
Shut up. My God.
Already stumbling through the blocks because of you. High five to you. Thanks so much for the toys, brother. I really, really appreciate it. Next, we've got Bitter Troll. Charles, thank you so much for joining us. Welcome back to the warehouse. We've got Jack Porkins standing by. Bitter Trolls talking again. Then we've got Skywalker's Academy, the Spice Runners Lounge joining us. Alicia McKenney. Hello, Alicia. Good to see you. We've got Pat's Fan for Life 69, not Pants Life. Pat's Fan for Life 69. Thank you so much for joining us again. Great to see you, and great to pronounce your name correctly this time. We've got Hip Optimus Prime in the house. Hey, Nigel, how's it going? Good to see you again, my friend. All right, we've got Jinpei05 joining us here, as well as the Global Health Science Institute from Southern New Mexico in the warehouse with us. Aaron S. is here saying hello there, and we have to say General Kenobi, and I'm going to do it that way because the sound font that I have loaded isn't very good, apparently. Carrie Fanti is here, my old friend. Great to see you. Bad Wolf Media is here as well. We've got Tom Harris saying good evening to us. Good evening back to you, my friend. The Beskar Kid is here. Sunday night done right. That's very cool. Thanks. I appreciate that. Monster 0305. Justin, good to see you, my friend. We've got Scott Robsco here saying hello to everyone. John Galgano, hello, my friend. John DeLong is here. Bob Dylan is here. Welcome to the basement. The basement, the warehouse. I'm rebranding in my head, so I'm just trying to get through that. Brent Vidar, Vader 74. Larson is here from, oh my God, Scandinavia. That's what I was going to say.
Oh, nice.
I was going to say, anyways, I digress. I'm going to keep going. Andrew Terrio is here, back from vacay just in time. I hope you had a great time, and I'm dying to hear your stories. Tom Harris is joining us here. Happy Sunday to all. Eric Elliott is here as well. Thank you so much for joining. We've got Charles Nunez in the basement. Yannick Fev. Hello, my friend. Rhino Hobbies is back. Welcome back, my friends. Gigglebook is here. We've got Bob Dylan, who is gifted 10 Bitter Asian Dude Inc. memberships. You're a mensch. Thank you so much, Bob, for your generosity. Let's see who's going to scoop them up. But I appreciate you, my friend. That is amazing. And that is the best example of what a great community we have going here tonight. Thanks again. We got Stephen Wong in the basement with us, as well as Harish Thiaparan. I hope I pronounced it correctly. I love Kim's Convenience. I loved it too, my friend. Thanks so much. Raymond Tentis is here. Hello there, Polly, from Minnesota. I hope you got your package, Raymond. I mailed it off to you. Let me know in the comments whether you got it or not. All right, we're going to keep moving on down the line. Steve Nara is here on Facebook Live. We also have Serenity Forever 25. Nice. You're awake. You're awake here. You can catch it. You're awake for a change to catch this. My brain is going a mile a minute. Sorry. All right, we keep on moving down the list here. Matthew Sinclair is here saying hello to me and the chat. Brent W is here as well. Hello, hello. Good to see you. We've got Gary here waving hello to everybody. Rick Jones, sup peeps. We've got Bruce Bryan, Rocky Manza here. Great. Thank you for joining us. Good to see you. I think that's a new name. We're going to keep on moving down the list. We've got Arelis Delgado saying hello to everybody. Arelis, yes. Good to see you too. We've got Noni here. Isn't this the actor from the convenience store? Oh my God. Time out.
What happened?
What happened? Did you get dry?
Yeah. Oh my God. My throat just suddenly just went like in the cartoons, and I can't speak. Oh my God. Like, can you hear my voice?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's so. Is this an acting thing?
Yeah. Are we supposed to guess if you're fake drinking or not?
Yeah, that's fake drinking.
Hey,
Oh my God.
that's not it.
That was real. That one was real.
I was like, stop the clock. We're gonna keep going because oh my God, I almost died right there. We've got Noni asking, isn't this the actor from the convenience store on CBC? Yes, from convenience. No, I'm just kidding. Yes, it's me. It's me. My sister Angela Lee is here. Hey, everybody.
Angela.
Did you gay? What?
Oh yeah, he did.
Angela.
He gays a lot.
Bob Dylan is here in the basement as well. We've got John Jedi Pudutekis is here. John Carmen is here as well. Hello, my friends. Great to see you as always.
So childish.
Man, that was like honestly, I thought I was gonna die. All right, D Sertle is in the house. Hey, good for you. What is this? Come on, there we go. D Sertle, Angela, the Battle Media, Daniel Sertle is okay. Come on, I'm running to all these difficult. What is this trackpad is dying on me? Lots of conversation going on. Rick Jones. Good to see you on the boards, Rick.
Rick?
We've got A Bear is here with us tonight. Did you know that? We have Arthur Zia joining us as well, asking what everyone's favorite part of Star Wars Celebration was for those of us who were lucky enough to be there. Steve 3 is in the house. Steve.
Boy.
Steve. Oi. I thought, oh, okay. Well, I'll get back to that later. Toying around. He's here. He's there. He's everywhere. Thanks so much. Christopher Duncan, double dipping. Thank you, Charles. I appreciate you. Keep on moving down the list. We got Alan Balcom in the basement with us today. George Britton, first time. Hello from the UK. First time I've actually managed to make a stream. Well, we're so happy to have you here. We've got Tony J42. How did the Mando March go? That's a good question. I wasn't there. And hey, look at that. I think we have reached the end of the hellos with 3 minutes and 25 seconds to spare, including the time when I was choking and you guys were laughing. So that's it.
What could we have done from here other
Nothing.
than
I'm
fill the
it's just an
silence?
observation, not a
Hey,
judgment.
last I
just
heard,
an
laughter
observation.
was the best medicine.
Yes.
Yeah, we were
that's
laughing
wonderful.
away your choking.
Yeah.
We got Daniel Irwin here as well, joining us from Illinois. Hello from Illinois. I love this podcast. Well, we love that you joined us here today. So thanks a lot. And there's another thing. This is something I forgot to do a couple of streams ago. Meanwhile, we're going to say hello. What's up to Toy Rensu, who's joining us.
Nice.
We have a drinking game. Much like the Avengers have a Hulk, we have a drinking game. And our drinking game it's not, I mean, it's just fun, right? And here are the rules of the drinking game. Basically, you'll notice that a number of things happen every life without fail. And if any of these things happen, you take a drink if you have a drink. Now, the drink doesn't have to be alcoholic. It could be anything. It could be juice, pop, coffee, tea, blue milk, anything that floats your boat. But if any of these things happen, I should add, if Paul starts to choke on the live stream, you take a drink and make sure he gets a drink. But if any of these things happen, you take a drink. For example, if I use profanity, I try not to. But every once in a while, I'm not made of stone. A couple of F-bombs might slip out. So there's that. You take a drink. If I tell Tommy or anybody really, Daniel, I'm looking at you, to shut up, it's all done with love, you take a drink. If I use a term, for those of you who don't know, or nothing can be easy, and I've already used that once at least, you take a drink. If I mention instructions, because I love instructions, because instructions tell us what to do, you take a drink. If I talk about collectible retaining, gaining, or losing its value, you take a drink. If I have any technical difficulties with sound, camera, or lighting, you take a drink. If I find a dent in a box, a collectible box, and I say it's fine, but we all know it's not fine, you take a drink. If in the course of me putting together a toy or putting batteries in a toy or anything, and I drop a screw, a battery, or anything, you take a drink. If I gaslight or get gaslit by somebody, you take a drink. And if I get stymied by tape, I don't know what it is about tape. It's just, Scotch tape, masking tape, any kind of tape. It hates me. You take a drink. And the biggest one of all, and it happens because I've been drinking and I'm old. If I have to take a bio break, you finish your drink and then we continue on. So those are the rules. Nice and simple. Enjoy yourself. No pressure. Have some fun. And we will let's start off with a toast, actually. Let's do that. So if you have a drink, get your drink. I've got the good old-fashioned CZ with ice in front of me in my Blue Jays cup. Ryan, do you have a beverage?
I just have water.
Water. That's cool. I don't drink water because it rusts pipes and fish make love in it. Kevin, what do you got?
Maybe that's why you're choking on your aspirations.
Yeah. Shut up, Ryan.
Water, nature's lube.
If that's your outlook on water, I can see why you
lube.
had issues earlier. I've got some.
That's an old WC Fields line.
Green tea.
Green tea. Nerd. You really came back changed from Japan. The glasses, the green tea.
Dude, I've already had.
You're Asian now.
Okay. I've already had 3 coffees today. I don't think I could. I need another one. My jet lag is so bad. Yesterday, I took 3 naps and I still fell asleep earlier than my regular time. Triple nap day.
Yikes!
So it's crazy. Trying to. Ryan, are you readjusted?
Kind of. Like I've been sleeping at my normal time, which has been fine. And I think it helped that I took the equivalent of a red eye back to Vancouver, and then just stayed up and went to my normal bedtime. However, I usually get the afternoon tireds like anybody else. It's like when 2 or 3 o'clock hits and you're just like, whew, could use an afternoon coffee. Instead of it just being like just the kind of tired, my head is like dropping where I'm just like, oh God, how am I going to stay awake during work? And it's just like pounding back a coffee just to kind of like, oh God, don't fall asleep. And then the coffee kicks in, then I'm fine until bedtime. But it's just like the afternoon tireds are hitting a lot harder.
Do you know what would really help with that other than caffeine? Take a lax. Like that'll keep you awake. It's just a laxative. It's like a really turbo lax or something like that. Because that'll keep you up.
Yeah, I still gotta work.
Yeah, well, you can work from the toilet. Many people do, Kevin. I'm looking at you.
Work from toilet?
Yeah, work from toilet. You'll be awake. There's nothing worse than shitting the bed.
Never been more productive after that laxative.
Yeah.
Kevin's numbers are through the roof. And look at all the screenshots he got for Boba Squadron.
Yeah.
Rhino Hobbies was there too? Or just coincidental jet lag? It's been
Let's find out.
When I got back, I was trying to stay awake to my regular time by watching Andor all week. So it took
Oh.
a couple tries to get through, but it was good. It was good. It was really good. The show to keep me up, but then I think the jet lag won a few
Hey,
times.
we got to talk about Andor. And we will
Okay.
talk about Andor,
Let's
but
talk about Andor.
we'll say I know, and we can talk about the DL44 network in a bit as well. Once we've opened up some toys, and so I think that'll be really cool. We got a new member on the board, Jack Porkins. Welcome aboard. What
Jack
took you so
Porkins.
long? Did you score one of the free memberships? Awesome, that's amazing. So thank you again for that. We have. Wait, sorry, something's happening here. What's going on here? I can't read. Okay, I've got too big in my screen. I can't see this. Anna, you have full control. I've given up. I'm trying to run. I've got all this on this little screen here, and I've got old man eyes, and I can't see what the comments are unless I'm big in them, like this. My full.
Maybe you should wear your glasses.
Yeah, maybe you should get new glasses. Thanks, Ryan.
I have my contacts in.
Props.
Look at that. Take a drink when I get ganged up on by my guests. Is that being gaslit?
Oh,
No, that's just
is that
being
part of the
ganged
game?
up on.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'll drink to that.
Oh.
You knew what you did when you invited both of us.
Oh yeah.
At
Yeah.
the same time.
I knew. Is this because I came onto the channel, your new channel,
Yeah.
all aggressive the other night?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mainly to me. First you said, "What's up, nerds?" And then you started attacking my new glasses, which, by the way,
no.
were
As I
pretty
recall it, and
unique.
this is all on the record because it's on the internet, it's on YouTube. I came in saying, "What's up, nerds?" And then they said, "We get it. You all went to Japan and had a best time." Right. And then only then did I start in on your glasses. Right.
I'm not
That's
sure I
it.
see the difference between what I just described and
There was another
your
there was
recollection.
another level of antagonism that was involved. You made it seem like I just immediately attacked you. I attacked all of you, and then I focused in on you, nerd. So,
Yeah.
Then you went
He zoned
down
in.
the line.
yeah. Then I tell you, well, because you had glasses. I've never seen you with glasses before.
And that's why, because I'm always self-conscious about wearing my glasses, the ones that I
Oh,
get,
you shouldn't
like,
be.
because they're my prescription's really bad, and I only wear my glasses at night, so I'm always too cheap to get the super thin lens, right? Because
Yeah, the
sometimes
high index
frame.
because they're expensive.
Yeah, so I'm like, we're fine. But the glasses were so cheap in Japan, so I finally, I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna get it this because I really like the frames, and I got 2 pairs of myself and my daughters with eye test and like souped up lenses for like $300 Canadian, which is like unheard of here. So if I'm like, okay, I'm comfortable, I don't have to wear my contacts all day, and I wore glasses, and I thought amongst friends that I could let my guard down for a little bit
No,
and wear them on,
that's foolish.
and
That's
then
really foolish. You should
and then
know
Ryan-
better.
and then Ryan said Paul's hopping on tonight, and I went, damn, you know what? I'm just gonna give it a shot. And
You
Paul,
know what? I think you look quite handsome in your new glasses.
thank you. If you've been to
Yeah.
Japan, you would think that is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
You good? You good? Should we all join hands and sing Kumbaya now? You feeling better? You got that off your chest?
Yeah.
In Japanese, yes.
They're lovely glasses. Okay. I'd never seen you wear glasses before. I was feeling a bit salty because y'all were having such a great time on your new channel talking about your experience in Japan together. And I thought I'd inject some humor. But I'm sorry if I caused you some trauma by pointing out that you had glasses on. I never once disparaged the glasses. All I said was, "Oh, you went to Japan and got glasses. What do you think you're Japanese?" Like that.
No,
that's
the
all it
best part was, oh, nice
So-
glasses. Did you get them in Japan? I'm like, yeah, actually, I did. That was the best part. Like, yeah, and you're like, what about your haircut then? You were looking for something else. I remember. You're like, oh shoot, he did get those in Japan. Whoa, what about your stupid haircut?
Yeah.
See, what is it? Come on. What are you crying about? It's fine. You're fine. They're lovely. They are. Ryan, you hit it right on the head. They look lovely on your face. Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
And I'm not being facetious. They're actually very cool in an Egon Spengler kind of way. So I like
Thank
them.
you.
The round, they fit your face, like they fit the shape of your face nicely. Okay.
Yeah, I never
They
had.
make you look smarter.
Yeah, I need that.
Yeah.
Could use more
So,
of that.
There you go. Okay. We friends now?
I'm waiting for the punchline here.
Oh,
Come
no,
on,
there's no
come on.
punchline. There's no punchline. I just want to make sure that you're okay.
Oh, I'm fine. It was fantastic.
Jesus. I'm waiting for it too. I'm waiting for this like big anvil to just
It's
drop.
gonna be in 20 minutes when I let my guard down again.
The sword of Damocles hanging over his head. And then something will come out, and then you'll see, I knew it. And it'll be a complete coincidence. I'm pleading my innocence. Okay. Let's get going on this, eh? Could I have sounded any more Canadian than just now?
Come on, bud.
Let's get going on this,
bud.
eh?
We should open up some toys, eh?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, like, everyone
Well,
here is like totally waiting for us to. You got your what are you doing, Kevin? You just sort of peacock in there. You put your chest out. Were you showing your new shirt there?
It's not from Japan.
Were you just stretching?
No, I'm just moving in my chair.
Okay. I don't know. I thought you maybe I was talking, so I didn't hear.
I'll be good.
Maybe if you had your glasses on. Why don't you got to show your glasses now?
I can't. They're too far away. I'm so tired.
You have children,
they're
don't
too
you?
far.
Yeah.
There you go. See,
Yeah, they're
Andrew.
asleep.
Andrew
They're
wants to see them. This chat feels empty
You can
without
tune
them.
into DL44 Network and watch the first episode, and he can everyone can see the glasses there.
That's too much work, Ryan.
What? No, it's not.
It's too much work for us. It's
the link in
easier
the
for
chat.
us if Kevin just goes to get the glasses now.
I'll get the glasses
okay.
after. You're gonna show off your toys.
Yes, the toys. But before we get to the toys, no, I'm just kidding. This is what I got to open up for everybody here. Of course, this is the Celebration Stormtrooper, the cherry blossom version, collectible figure. It's in an oversized Hot Toys box. This is a little bit taller, and I think it has something to do with the base, right? We're going to drop the base, and we'll talk about that in a second here. I'm really thankful of all these sort of figures that came out. This was the one that I wanted because it was different. Now, I have a lot of TKs and from all the different movies.
I'm going to call you out right now.
Okay.
Stop.
Ooh. Yeah, get them.
It is not because it's different.
Why?
It's because it's an exclusive. That's why you want it. Yep.
No, I'm going to disagree.
Don't even.
Because you can get this version on Sideshow, and I was going to get it. Yeah.
You can't get that version. This version.
Oh, I know. You can get a close enough version because, to be honest, the little jacket that you have, I'm not going to display him with the jacket.
What? That's the best
I know. I'm not.
It looks like he just got laid, and he's just like gonna go make toast.
Yeah, he got laid in his armor. Like, what is he, Steve? Can you imagine how ripe he would smell underneath that armor if he got busy? Right? Like, no.
Well,
anyways,
already TK smell pretty ripe just going to the con.
Well, there you go. No, but like honestly, Guzman witness that I was ready to just sort of go with get the Sideshow one, but if I could get this one via you guys, it's like, okay, it actually works out to be a little bit cheaper because I don't have to pay for shipping. So there's that. Yeah,
Tommy buys extra luggage just for your stuff.
Hey, look, he did pretty well for himself.
He did pretty well for himself. No, Tommy did great.
Yeah.
Tommy cleaned up at that convention. I want to also just make that clear before I just dump on Paul for using Tommy.
Hold on a second. I didn't use him. He offered. That's a big difference. I know certain people who are like actually harassing other people to get them stuff. I'm not going to name any names, but there were people who were like, "Can you get me this? Can you get me that?" I did not do any of that. Everything that was brought was offered. Around.
Yeah.
Right. So, and I just want to make that clear. I did not say you have to get me this. I never said that once to anybody because I know that's a pretty onerous thing to do. But if a number of different friends
must get me this.
Yeah, I would never ever do that.
I know.
I would
Let me
never
rip
ever
on
do
you.
that.
God damn it.
What?
We know you wouldn't. God damn it.
God.
Okay.
Yeah, no, just I want to set the record clear. That's it. That's it. Because I know you
No
guys
one
are,
in this chat believes anything I say when I'm ripping into you. Trust me. There's though it'd be funny to see you on TMZ tomorrow being like, Paul Sun-Hyung Lee forces friends to buy luggage to get him toys.
yeah. Yeah. You laugh, but stuff like that has actually like pretty close to happened where something's been
Yeah.
taken out of context and it's been like, oh, and you can laugh about it, but then there are people who don't know and they think it's true and then they start to attack you. Right? So that I'm just saying we want to do. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
See?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
See?
Yeah.
First off, hashtag
Man.
King Window closed.
Andrew Fung, look at that.
See? Yeah.
See, do you see this jersey actually comes with a couple of handprints on the back. They're Andrew's size as he pushes me under the bus. Right there.
Also, happy WrestleMania past weekend, Andrew.
Yeah, spoiler alert. Undertaker's back.
Hell of a show.
I saw
Yeah,
it
dude.
was crazy. Crazy.
What did you
Hell of a show.
I don't know if it's a joke or not. Did he actually bring you toys from somewhere?
No, Andrew didn't go to. No, of course he's lying too.
We're all just a bunch of liars.
You're all just a bunch of liars. Trying to throw me under the bus.
I like it. Whoever cracks
Hey.
first.
Canadian TMZ scandal. That's right. That's as bad as it gets.
No, it's a slow news day, huh?
Yeah. He forced it.
Yeah.
All right.
Take a
So I got
drink.
the celebration TK. We're going to open this up. Pure gaslighting right there. Take a drink, everybody. I just got gaslit by one of the masters.
By the way, I almost got enabled on that Stormtrooper. I was kind of on the fence, but then I saw this one photo that they put up right before we left.
Okay.
I'm sharing it right now, and it looks so good. Someone took that cherry blossom Stormtrooper outdoors, and it looks like I don't know, someone in cosplay.
Oh yeah,
taking photos outdoors, and I'm like, shoot, that's
It's
the
so
toy.
good.
It's perfect.
it made me want to get. So they have another earlier version of this, not from Japan Celebration, but it's a porcelain version. And Anna, could you put up on the screen? Because again, it is this different sort of look for these hot toys that are just sort of outside the box. It's like it's blue porcelain. It's actually good. Do you have that, Anna? Come on, what am I not
Do you know
paying
what else-
for?
Yeah. Do you know what else is made of porcelain? Toilets.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
They-
Just throw
I can hear Steve right now. Oh,
Yeah.
Ryan. No, they're not. It's not.
I thought there was something about bidets. You were gonna make a comment about bidets or
Oh,
something.
dude. I probably
Did you-
missed that more than anything else in Japan right now.
There
Right?
you go.
Walking
There you go.
around
It's
with these-
time.
There we
Dirty.
go.
Oh, that one.
That one.
Yeah, that
So that one is that's from at least 5 years ago. At least
Wait,
5 years
you don't
ago.
have this displayed?
What's that? No,
This
That
one.
one's again. This was before I started collecting hot toys, so you can only get it now in the secondary market.
That's pretty.
Yeah,
It is
So,
pretty.
that one looks great. That one looks great.
Because
And
that
now-
would look really good with the cherry blossom.
Oh, 100%. That's why I'm like, oh, I need something to bookend this, right?
Of course.
I have a few that are in the one of the detolfs, not a detolf, was it the Maji cases, where they're all the chrome ones, and they look great. So like chrome clone troopers, chrome Commander Cody, black chrome Death Trooper and stuff. So they all look really, really cool. This is gonna go. The cherry blossom one's gonna go in there, but now I'm thinking I should get, if I can find it, that's gonna be like something that I can hunt for. Is the porcelain one, and we'll see if we can't get some bookends work happening
Yeah.
here. But yeah, so this is what I got here. This is a celebration exclusive, according to Ryan Dole. Not according
says
to
on
it.
the
Actually,
box.
it is. It is. It's a box. It's a sticker. There we go. This sticker that proves it is a Star Wars Celebration Japan 2025 exclusive. This is a slip sleeve that goes over the box. I'm just going to remove it here.
Oh, very
And
nice.
there you go. That's the actual. So I think this version is going to be on. I saw it on the Sideshow website where they had just this, and without the jacket. So I'm going to open this up. Right
And
now.
without the celebration stand.
Yeah, I guess. I do not know about a stand. Stand? What stand?
Ooh,
Slip
well, that's nice.
sleeve out.
The Death Star in springtime is very beautiful.
The colors really pop.
Yeah,
Especially when the cherry blossoms start to bloom and aha. So underneath,
Ooh, there's the base.
so this piece of this backdrop here, I guess this is the exclusive bit for it.
it is.
So
Yep.
if you're gonna get it, and it's a cardboard backing. Very so it's got some reflective qualities to it. There's great little highlights that sort of catch the light. Looks a bit metallic. Yeah, that's basically it for that. And let's take a look at what we got here.
For some reason, when I see exclusives like this, where it could just be the regular edition, but they just insert something to make it exclusive, like
Yeah,
the
like a
base
sticker.
and jacket. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just for some reason it's so simple to me that I appreciate that a little bit more.
So here's the this would be the exclusive thing as well. It's this jacket.
The base too.
Yeah, look at that base.
So Paul, when you saw this Stormtrooper, did you look at it and go, "Oh, did you get that in Japan? Like, did you get that armor in Japan, TK?"
No, because I don't talk to my toys like that.
And then ridicule him as
I
well.
treat them with respect.
Oh yeah, tell that to little Boba.
That little punk
Boba hasn't made an appearance in years.
Yeah, there's a reason for that. He's insolent. He has no manners, and so he's been banished.
You've misplaced
right.
him, haven't you?
Back in the box. I don't know if this is an exclusive base.
What does it say on the front?
It just says
Star Wars
Star
Stormtrooper.
Wars Stormtrooper.
Oh, I bet you that is the. I bet you that's the base that comes with the regular edition too.
That's what I mean. So, Ryan, you said there was something about a display. I think this piece of cardboard.
The backdrop. The
I think
backdrop.
it's just
display.
like cardboard.
Yeah, the backdrop is it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's color coordinated with it, right? Which is great.
Yeah.
But
what? You want more?
I think this. No. I think this is the bigger sort of add-on because I don't recall seeing this jacket in the photographs for the sideshow.
The jacket is exclusive to this.
Yeah, I think that's more. I mean, that makes me feel a little bit more like, oh, okay, that's cool. But oh, look at that! Holy shit! I didn't even notice that. Look at the Death Star embroidered. Like,
nice.
I want that
gorgeous
1-to-1 scale.
Yeah, I want that too. I'd rock that. Like getting out of the shower, throw that on, Pooh Bear it around the house, make a coffee.
In your mind, do people only wear this after they've come out of the shower, or also
no, just me,
just made love or something?
No, just me.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's what I'm asking. In your mind,
yeah,
there's only 2 uses for this.
Yeah, so
post shower, post coitus. That's it.
Light my pipe and have a coffee and
it's
ask how our day was.
It's a very silky material. I don't think it is silk or satiny. It's shiny.
But it's shiny, yeah.
It's shiny. It's smooth. It's interesting. The from the photos, it almost looked like it was a see-through sort of mesh. And this is not. It's actually more opaque than I thought it was initially, which is cool because I wasn't going to put it on the Stormtrooper just because then you cover up all the lovely patterning Oh, look at the details here. This is lovely. Oh, geez. I didn't realize this. The pauldrons and they're gray.
Mm-hmm.
It's not all white. I never
Yeah.
noticed that before. So I love that actually, because it actually there's a nice. It's very subtle, but it's a nice delineation or demarcation from and the different spots here. This is gray. I don't know if the light is washing it out, but the gray knee brace there, the highlights, the accents on the bits of armor. That's great. And see, you don't want this all covered up. But I guess if
But look at the
the
jacket.
kimono on or the jacket, you cover up a bunch of that. Maybe if I have him sort of like half hanging off the sleeve and he's sashaying down,
Definitely
right?
half. Yeah, in a seductive manner.
Like it's draped over his shoulder, right? Or
just about to
maybe you
give
could do
Vader a
preppy
massage.
style and like tie it around his neck.
Tied
so he
around
can
his
wear-
waist. That's classy.
Oh.
That screams.
I just went for a
oh,
run
no.
and I'm fit.
I mean,
Right?
just save it for if you don't want to cover up the TK. Save it for the inevitable Carson Teva Hot Toys.
Right.
Right. Dole already knows what he's using his for, and I think it looks like Carson Teva is a man of he likes to accessorize with jackets.
Well, I think what I would do is if I did have the kimono or the jacket, I keep calling it kimono, it's wrong. If I had the jacket on him, what I'd do is I'd have him totally Donald ducking it. So I would take off the leg armor and the lower part, and he'd just
Keep
be
the-
like
keep the
top
belt though,
half would be
right?
armor and the jacket, and then the bottom half would just be the legs. Right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
maybe keep the butt plate armor on. But,
Keep the belt
yeah.
and add pockets to the belts. You always need like at least one pocket for a cell phone or something.
Yeah, let's give him a pipe. I
I
really
think
like
Ali
this.
nailed
though.
it here. Hang on.
What's
Ali's in the chat. Steve said, put the jacket on Hera.
Oh.
Well, Hera's going to be wearing Carson Teva's bomber jacket.
Okay.
Yeah. Also,
Well,
Pooh
that's.
Bearing
I mean,
it
really,
around the
that's what
ghost,
it should be,
making a coffee.
right? And then Carson should have should have this jacket if they're going to do it, right?
For sure.
So,
I'm on the
beautiful.
Sideshow site, and it doesn't have it. It shows this Stormtrooper, the regular one, but it doesn't show everything it comes with yet. So
Yeah,
it says coming soon. I don't see the base or what it comes with. But hey, Ryan, guess who I could have asked about that at Celebration if I didn't completely freeze up like an amateur. Paul, I was at the Hot Toys booth on the outside, and I was trying to get some videos of the things on display.
Yeah.
And there was a camera crew there. So I was about to go in. They're like, oh, can you just wait a second? I said, oh, are you filming right now? They're like, yeah, we're just going to get some quick videos. And one of the cameramen goes, yeah, man, that guy's the president of Hot Toys. And I'm like, oh, wow. So then I see the Howard, from Hot Toys, I think Hong Kong. And then they get some shots of him just like admiring the exclusives through the glass, getting some B-roll footage, whatever it may be, right?
Right.
And when he's done, he's finished, I hear somebody talk to him, maybe his assistant or whatever, speak to him in Cantonese, like, oh, we're going over here now. And he turns around, heads my direction, and gives me one of these, when you make eye contact in the office, just like,
right.
and I froze. I was like, I could have said something in that time, like, hey, I have a YouTube channel. We talk about toys. Do you have a second to answer like one or two questions about the exclusives? All of this stuff. I told Ryan afterwards how I didn't say anything. And then, everything that I could have done. It's like when you go play baseball or basketball, whatever, and then you're home. Yeah, but you're home afterwards, the game, you're in the shower, and you're like, stupid, I should have passed, or I should have done this, I should have done that. I was reviewing tape in my head of what I should have done at the con. And it's still eating me up a week later that I didn't say anything. It's like, oh, we do a Star Wars podcast. We talk about toys.
Yeah.
One of the co-hosts is a big Star Wars. I could have said any of this stuff.
Did you have your glasses during this? Like, were your
No,
glasses on? Like, this is before you bought your glasses, or after? Did you buy them afterwards?
I didn't wear them to the con. I had them.
Should have worn them. If you'd
And
worn them,
what would have happened?
you would have had superpowers, and you would have been a totally confidence. You would have walked right up to him and say, "Yo, bro, I got a YouTube channel. It's like,
No, I don't. That sounds
Yeah.
awful.
it totally would have
Yeah.
been. That's what you would have been. You would have been bro dude, and you would have done that. We have a super chat from my good friend Captain Wrecked.
I would like to see the baby.
It's a $20 super chat. Hello, I'm late, but I arrived. LOL, need to catch up on the earlier stuff, but I hope that hot toy neck holds up. Smiley face, LOL, I'm not bitter. Oh, wait. That's right. For those of you who might not know, yeah, Captain Wrecked, he had an issue with his Obi-Wan Kenobi Darth Vader where the neck joints crumbled on him. It didn't snap. It just disintegrated on him.
What?
And yeah, it was like he messaged me asking if I knew anybody who could help him out with that. And I knew a few people. Luckily, he was able to figure it out. And it's a replaceable part that he could get. And so he didn't have to, because basically what happened was the socket that holds the head in, if it's gone, you can't swap the heads or pose the figure. You pretty much, like, if you can't replace it, you have to glue whatever head or keep whatever head there permanently. And so he was really bummed because it's a new figure. And because it had already been past like the 30-day something from Sideshow, they're like,
Oh,
we can't help you. And that's a manufacturer
bummer.
defect, not just distributor thing. So, but I think he was able to fix it. He's still a little bit scarred from it, as you could tell, but we're happy. Thank you so much for that generous super chat too, my friend. Good to see you. We got Sean P in the house, my brother from another mother who lives in Los Angeles, saying, hey, BB fam, hoping that the Kings and the Harmonica Queens can finish Edmonton off on Tuesday. Well, that's a tight series. And I think Edmonton, have they stormed back? Have they tied it up? Is it 2-2 now, or is it still 2-1? I think they're playing tonight. So we'll see what's happening. Hey, best of luck to the Los Angeles Kings. I didn't even know that they had finished above Edmonton in the standings. And so I was shocked that Edmonton was playing on the road, because I had thought for sure Edmonton was going to have home ice advantage. So that just speaks volumes to how well the Kings have been doing this season. And yeah, after years of sucking, it's good to see the Kings sort of coming back and competing, my friend. Sorry to say it so delicately like that. Allie Williams, the Celebration exclusive is a jacket and the backdrop, just 1,000. Sideshow will have the version with just the armor, 1,500. I know this because Steve said it 100 times.
Yeah. Oh man, he was stressed that the day.
Yeah, I'm sure he was.
Before
He
and
was
the day
just jonesing
of.
for that.
Oh man.
I picture him
He
just
did good,
repeating it
though.
over and over in line, in the Hot
Well,
Toys
yeah,
line, just saying,
yeah.
there's only
It's just
1,000 of these.
1,500. Just 1,000 of them.
There's only
But I
1,000
mean,
of
there are
them. Are
plenty
we gonna
left
get
over.
in? There's about 1,000 people in front of us. If they all buy two, we're never gonna get them. Yeah. it
Well,
was,
the hot ticket
he did good.
was the Anakin, right? Like that one
Yeah.
sold out because it had rooted hair. It was the
Mhm.
dark side version, which
Yep.
is going to be. I mean, that
Well, it was
is
labeled
an exclusive.
Darth Vader. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So that one I don't think is coming out. Otherwise, I think the rooted hair version, at least, I think you'll get a sculpt of it with molded hair, perhaps, of Darth Vader, because that's too popular to not make. But I
Right.
think the rooted hair versions, those are Japanese exclusives, which makes sense. Like I kind of go, all right, that makes it really super special, which is why I'm sure all the scalpers went and scooped up as many as they could. And we're already selling them on the secondary market the second day of the con.
Yeah, we were talking to the people in line, as we do, because Steve and I are very social people.
No.
And a lot of folks were going for the Grogu, the 1-to-1 Grogu.
Really?
That was
Okay.
popular too. I don't think that one sold out as fast as the Stormtrooper or I mean, like, or the rest, right? But it did. That
Right.
one also sold out. Like, I think I was surprised Darth Maul was also not first to sell out as well, just because that's also a Japan only exclusive.
Okay. Valtron wanted to know, did they limit the number of people that could buy at the booth? And the answer is yes.
They did.
But what people did was they would hire people to wait in line and buy them for them, which is why how they could do that. All right, Ryan's opened up his Ewok. Ooh, Valtron, when I went on Saturday, all 3 are sold out. That's nuts.
Yeah, everything was sold. If you wanted anything on Sunday and you went Sunday only, you ain't getting shit.
Yeah.
That was
now. What is that made out of? Like is the face like all plasticky or is it furry?
So no, the face is plastic, but it's a very soft plastic.
Okay.
Like it's very and this whole this body is like the softest.
Yeah.
Damn thing ever. I can see why Yoko was like, I should have bought all of them, because you just
right.
I could see where you just want to like lay them all down and just put your head on them.
So is that it's got a hook on its head? Is it a keychain?
Yes.
What is it? It's
a
keychain.
It's a keychain.
Okay.
It's a Labubu, getting on that hype. The Labubus, those little plushies that are blind boxes like this too, with the purse hangers. Like that's almost like one of the new fashion symbols or status symbols to hang like those ones on your bags or your purse.
Yeah.
And so they're like, let's do Ewoks of these.
Right.
Yeah. And that's and they were super cute. I didn't get these on the first go around. It was kind of one of these things where it was like, let's not go crazy at the Hot Toys booth. I don't need my bank calling me and being, hey, I think something's up with your card. You're doing unusual spending.
Right.
So I kind of held off until the last day. Then I was going to go into the booth, and then Steve 3, he went in and he was like, well, I'm going to go in. Do you want one of these Ewoks? And I was like, oh yeah. He's like, which one do you want? And I was like, just pick one.
Nice.
Any one of them. I'm not a picky eater. Just grab one. And he's like, I don't know which one to choose. And so I finally just said, well, if Steve 3 is picking this one up for me, then I picked the one with the Stormtrooper helmet.
Right.
And that way I can always say, like, Steve was nice enough to go to the store and pick this one up for me.
I like that though. It's super cute. And he definitely killed a Stormtrooper and acquired that helmet. But it's adorable.
Yes. Super cute. These are like, usually I wouldn't go for this stuff, but now I'm just like, no, I'm into cute now. I want all the cute Star Wars stuff. So that's why I end up getting, I think someone asked if there was like the cosms and stuff like that, like the exclusives. Yeah. I didn't grab any of the exclusives, but there were multiple exclusives. Paul, do you have your little Hot Toys catalog handy?
I do. It's just, hold on a second. I'm gonna grab it. Whoop.
I found what kind of, what are these called? Shadow boxes? Is a shadow box frame?
Boxes.
I was thinking I can get my find my vintage collection C3PO and stand it inside in front of the photo.
Oh, nice. So you want to get, dude, if you're going to get a 3PO, find one that is metal vacked.
Right.
So it's shiny. Don't get the latest TVC one because it's just a matte plastic.
Yeah. Which version is the vac metal one? How many versions are there? What are my options?
There are a few. So there's a couple from the Saga line from like 10 years ago. I feel like any 3PO 10 years ago and back, they were all metal vacked.
Okay.
So you just have to make sure you pick the right one because there's like a 3PO that comes with Salacious Crumb. So the eye is out. There's another one that's just dirtied up because he's been on. It's when the Jawas find him. So he's all kind of dirtied up.
Yeah.
The Power of the Force one, Power of the Force 2. Hang on. I think I got mine even close by here. I still think that is one of the. I do have it nearby from when I was doing podcasting with.
What the heck?
Jay.
It's right there.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about Power of the Force 2 on Toy Geeks with Jay Glatfelter and Mr. Dan Larson. And we were talking about Power of the Force 2. And I still think this 3PO is a banger. I think this one's so good. So, and I mean, this one, dude, you can get these for what? $5-10 a pop?
Okay, I'll keep an eye
at
out
any
for
toy
that
show.
one.
So, I mean, this one's pretty good. There's another good shiny metal vac one. And he comes with that chair that the Ewoks carry him around in.
The throne?
The throne. So you can get a 3PO with a throne as well in the Saga edition. So
Okay.
yeah, there we go. Right. Micro Galaxy Squadcast. Great show, by the way. The one with the chair is the best. Right.
Or maybe I'll get the disassembled one when he was in Chewie's backpack, and it's just a pile of
just a
3PO
pile
parts
in a bag
in the shadow box.
That's a good one too. But I mean, yeah. No,
Okay, great suggestions.
Yeah. Those are the ones I like. Right. The chair.
Oh yeah.
If only there was an upcoming toy show.
Yeah, maybe
Just
I'll
Turtle's
look for
asking.
one next Saturday.
Oh, tell us about it.
I'll look for one next Saturday at the Toying Around Toy Con, May 3rd, just before May 4th, because I couldn't get that day. But there's a toy show here in just 10 minutes north of 15 minutes north of Toronto, Ontario. There's going to be a lot of local vendors. Toy show that I'm putting on. So if you're in the area, come on by. Help me look for a C3PO.
Nice.
Lots of local collectors going on.
Yep. Let's Kevin's gonna start army building 3POs. Okay, let's end Big and Paul. No, that's
Thanks for the setup, Daniel.
Okay, let's turn the page because they do have I think you have to go either near the beginning or near the end. I can't remember now. You think
I think it's near
there's
the
the
end.
exclusive Grogu.
Yeah,
Okay.
the exclusive Grogu is the same as the old Grogu. This picture is weird though because he's got a lot of hair on it. It looks it's more like this.
Right.
The exclusive part of it is the bag. The version that I have, it's almost identical, but there's no bag. So that's why I was happy to take a pass on this one.
Yeah,
This
there's the
version?
Ewoks I got.
Is it the Imperial messenger bag that is it
Yeah, he
Jason
gets punched.
Sudeikis punches him?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one.
There's
That's
like
the one.
knuckle marks on the bag. Oh man, I would add that detail on. That would be great.
So these are here's the Ewoks that Ryan got one of
Yes.
because of Stave, right?
Steve.
They're
And
too
that one's
cute.
Breath Up is the one you got. Breath Up.
What are all the
let's-
names?
They have them all here. There's Wicket, Chief
Yep.
Chirpa,
Yep.
Breath Up,
Yep.
Low Gray,
Mhm.
Tocket,
Yes.
Nisa, Zephy, and Wicked with a special color. It's a special color version
Ooh.
of Wicket. It's all right. It's the glare. You can't.
Can't really see it.
Damn lighting and damn glossy paper.
But it really makes me upset that they don't acknowledge Nisa's royalty because it's Princess Nisa.
Oh,
So, little wonder what's happening there. Disney rewriting history again? Is this what's happening?
nah, just retconning it. No one cares. They're just
I
bears.
care.
Angry little bears
It is
who
real.
eat people.
That's
Remember that. They eat people.
They eat people.
Leia's dress came from somewhere, dudes.
Mm-hmm. There's
Yep.
no thrift shop on the Andor moon.
That's right.
hip.
Any
that say?
3PO toy can be
Can
beat.
be the Empire Strikes Back backpack version with enough
enough
bravery and a Dremel.
Sure.
LOL.
Sure.
I can't
Um,
do that to a toy. That's
Micro
crazy.
Galaxy Squadron stuff. which is
It's so
great.
cool seeing Micro Galaxy Squadron in a Hot Toys catalog.
That's interesting. I didn't even know that was in there, but it was also in the same shop, so maybe they had some sort of, I don't know, something going on.
Yeah.
Wait, this is a Hot Toys cat. Yeah, it is a.
Yeah, it's a Hot Toys catalog.
It's not a show catalog. Okay, that's a great catalog. I made a friend in line because he was flipping through that exact same book, and I said, "Do you collect Hot Toys?" And then turned out to be a local, but he said he used to live in America until he moved back, and he's been back in Japan for 10 years. And we chatted for like an hour and a half waiting in the Anthony Daniels line. So
Right.
it was a good conversation piece, and I made a line friend.
Nice.
Yeah, you do that a lot at Celebration, and it's great. Right? There's
It's
all the
much better
figures.
than line enemies.
Oh, do they not have the? So there. There's
Here we go.
there's the exclusives for the
Here we
cosps.
go.
That's all of them. 2 pages worth. The ones with the balloons are super cute.
The ones with the balloons.
Yeah, the top right.
Top right.
So those ones there, because it'll be like Leia with the thermal detonator balloon.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
That's what those are.
Okay. All
Oh,
right.
like a Mando with a, is that a Razor Crest balloon?
That's a Razor Crest balloon.
Yeah, when you said Ewoks and balloons, I thought it was some sort of their guerrilla warfare type stuff where they're flying. I thought it was balloons that would take them in the air and they'd throw rocks down.
Yeah.
And crush the skulls of
Awesome.
stormtroopers. Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, these were super cute. So they had all of this on display at Toy Sapiens before the convention. And then Toy Sapiens closed during Celebration because they were putting on the booth for Celebration. So they had no one to work the store. Plus all the store displays had to be at the convention. So
That's a
there
cute
anyone
idea. I've never seen that.
yeah, these are adorable. And they're
How much are they? Do you know?
I think they're what 20. They were like 25 a pop. I think
Oh,
cosps
that's
are
reasonable.
cosps are about. They were only like 2,400 yen at Toy Sapiens. So I want to say that maybe if because they're exclusive, maybe they're a little more expensive, but they're not that much more expensive. Right? These were great too in person.
That one on the left, is that Wicket? I think the hidden toy feature is that the stormtrooper's head is actually underneath that helmet.
Yeah,
you can
there's
remove.
actually the head is still there.
Yeah, severed head.
They have
Right.
Neo already.
And there's Neil. That was the only bit of Skeleton Crew merch at all
Wow.
at the convention, which
I
kind
think
of
there's a Neil cosplay
That's weird, considering how it was like, Skeleton Crew was really definitely aimed for like, the tween crowd and a little bit younger.
yeah,
Toy wise, you would think that would have been a bit more of a.
for sure. Yeah. And Grogu is still very popular in Japan.
Of course, he is so kawaii.
He is so cute.
Oh, Gary says they're $26 at Secret Base in Hong Kong last time. The cosps. Secret Base is if you guys ever go to Hong Kong, Secret Base is a really cool it's a Hot Toys flagship location. And the main one looks like, I don't know, it's decorated like the inside of a ship from Star Wars or something, with huge display cases. And it's weird because it's like a floor in the middle of something that looks like an office building.
Yeah.
But then you exit the elevator and then you just enter this room. It's into another world. It's so cool.
All right. Should I open my Ewoks since we're looking at the Ewoks?
Yeah, man.
Open my blind box. Let's see. Which one do I hope to get? Paplu on the bike. That's the one. Oh, if you're gonna embiggen me, I guess. I don't know how Yoko does this so gracefully.
She probably pre-cuts.
Man, dude, we went. Okay, so one of the first nights there, we went out for whiskey, and it was myself, Steve 3, Allie, Tommy, and Yoko. And the moment Tommy referred to Yoko speaking broken Japanese, I thought he was going to die.
He's a dead man.
Yeah, but it was still like really funny just seeing her reaction. Oh my gosh! So I got the one that matches my plush.
Nice.
That's kind of funny.
So
There it
Tommy
is.
said Yoko speaks broken Japanese.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I
TJ.
So why did they call him Shut Up Tommy? Okay, I get it.
Yeah. Oh man, this has got good new toy smell. Take a good whiff.
He's got the same accessories too.
Yeah, it's so now I guess I have a new favorite Ewok.
That's the
Which one?
universe telling you
What's his name
something.
again?
It's like breathe up, breath up.
Breath up. All right,
Breath
cool.
up, Mr. Breath Up. Do 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 do. Mr. Breath Up. But yeah, these are super cute.
She said she was complimented on her Japanese. All right, let's dig into that. All right, if someone compliments you on your Japanese and you're Japanese, half Japanese, is that a compliment, or they're like, "Oh, it's your Japanese is so great for a foreigner
For being half Japanese.
Yeah, is that what they're saying? Is that really the compliment you think it is, or
Is that? I'm wondering now too.
oh my gosh, he's here! I gotta go.
Yeah. Oh no! Oh, no!
Hey! I didn't say anything. I said nothing.
Hey,
I'm not.
Look at the time. Look at the time.
Man.
It's time.
Oh boy,
I did not say anything. Holy crap!
Hey, I'm the one that threw Tommy under the bus. It's a. No, I'll go.
Oh,
Oh,
man,
do
that's
not
so
be
good.
like that. Do not be that.
Send her.
Send her a link.
Should we get her
I'm
on?
gonna send her a message.
No, I'll get her on.
No,
I'll send her a link.
That's
send
so
her a
funny.
link.
I
I'll send her a
mean,
link.
no, but really, is it? I'm doubling down. I'm gonna double down on this one. Dealer.
What? Yeah, I am.
I want to hear the contact. I want to
not
know
joining.
what Tommy said.
No,
For real.
I'm not joining. Just join. Anyways.
No, she doesn't want to. I don't want.
Okay.
Honestly, it's not turning
Yeah.
into anything.
No,
But
she
no. Tommy is the one that said it was broken, and her reaction was exactly what you'd think it would be.
It's the reaction right now. I think
Yeah,
no,
it's
when
the
I heard
reaction
her
right now.
speak, when I heard her speak to people when we were out, I was like, oh, her Japanese is better than my Cantonese. Like if I were to go to Hong Kong with you guys and I was speaking Cantonese to the workers there, I don't think I think I'd have a lot of English peppered into what I was saying. But I don't think I said anything. Oh, here's Tommy. What did he say? I don't recall
Saying that or in that way. Yeah, that's the whiskey bar. I
You
think
were
just
in a
the way he
whiskey bar.
said it. Yeah, we went to a whiskey bar in Asakusa. And oh yeah. Yeah. It's yeah.
What is
I
happening
don't
in
think
the
he meant any
chat?
ill will, but it was
Oh,
it was
TK.
still just like
Oh, TK.
Whew. What was the cost for the weekend for celebration passes? Fuck, I can't remember, like 100 and something. It was 100 and something. I can't remember.
Was that it?
Yeah, it wasn't. Even I was shocked, and even the buying 3 one-day passes cost the same as getting a 3-day pass, which usually it costs more to buy individual passes.
Right. Dang. Yeah, I mean,
I'm
I would've
happy
done
that
it
I
just for
bought
the artwork.
Yeah. Yeah, same here. Well, we didn't know the artwork when the tickets went on sale. So
No,
it was a
didn't.
nice, pleasant surprise to have, had no choice but to get 3 in each day passes. And then, well, it's each day. I don't know. It's different. It's different. Yeah, each day. Sunday is cheaper, right? I think Friday and Saturday were costed more. I can't remember. That was like so well over a year ago. I bought those
Paul,
passes.
do you have your pins there to show the artwork?
Just getting them out right now.
Oh, nice.
These are the pre-order set that actually Tommy got for me, and
Enhance.
Ooh.
there you go. And they're basically copies of the
Gotcha.
passes.
Yeah, the badge.
right? The badge art that came through, and these cases. I think Yoko was talking about them on the DL44 site. The cases are gigantic, what they are, and it's cool because they actually they come in little easels. So you pull them out, right? So you have the got the badge. They're 3D, right?
Yeah.
So it's not just a recreation, and then you've got the 2 pins on the back for them, and they come with a little wooden easel, so you can display them like that.
I'm surprised. I'm really surprised it's not a foldable easel of some sort.
Yeah, well, I guess that's why the cases are so big,
Right.
to just hold them in place.
But
Yeah.
yeah, who was saying that it on Friday, Dole, that like I think they criminally undersold the beauty of these pins.
Oh yeah, because they did, and I kind of wish they did all of them because there's like Asajj Ventress, there's Sabine, right? Like there's a whole bunch that didn't get made into pins, but these pins are amazing.
Now, apparently, these were the ones that were pre-sale. They had at least three more, that weren't part of it, and Tommy didn't realize that until it was too late.
Right.
So like the completest inside of him is kind of like dying. But
oh no,
it's,
which ones?
yeah,
because
because apparently there was I think there was a Yoda one.
Yeah.
And a couple of other ones, but these are great.
Do you have the R2 and 3PO?
No, those are the other ones.
Yeah, because I grabbed myself that one, the R2 and 3PO.
That Leia is fantastic.
Yeah, I bought the T-shirt of this. I kind of regret not buying the posters of a bunch of these. Serious regrets. But these are great. There's the Ahsoka one.
It's funny. The line friend I was telling you about, we were talking about the badge art, and he's like, you know what? I think I just wanted some art that was more like classic Star Wars. And I said, do you think it's because you're a local? And he goes, yeah, I think so. Like the local Japanese Star Wars fan like didn't care for the Japanese art badges, but we're like, me, Dole, Yoko, everyone, Tommy, like we're like, oh, these are awesome. We want to collect all of them. He's like, it's been done. But yeah, that's what I wanted to ask him.
Yeah, I scored somebody's 4-day pass at the end of Sunday. So
Nice.
I was able to get 4 passes, and I think Kevin, you got 2 different ones because you've got Friday and
Luke.
Kids Friday.
I got Luke and Sabine. Yeah, those are the
Good
Friday ones.
Hot Sabine.
Oh, no longer.
Did you just drop your Stormtrooper?
10.
No, the box, just the box.
Oh,
Stormtrooper's here.
Whew.
You can't really hate DHL for denting your boxes when you yourself are so carefree.
Yeah, if only I had some special Japanese glasses, I would have been able to see properly, and it would have dropped it.
Wow.
Right? Is that what you're gonna say?
Well,
That was that. Yeah,
Shut up,
that was
nerd.
pretty good. That's a bit of
That
a
was pretty
reach,
good.
but I'll take it.
Hey, Tommy's saying here he's kicking himself for not getting Obi-Wan and Anakin, searching on eBay. Calm down, like take a deep breath before going on eBay for any of these exclusives.
Yeah,
because if you have a pass, whatever is left over, they will go on sale on they'll open up a thing. Like, just wait. I bet you this week or next week, you'll get an email from Star Wars Celebration saying, hey, here is your first chance to get some more exclusives. So whatever is left over, you can order it and have it sent to you. So if you're having some FOMO or regrets or whatever that you missed out on something, before checking eBay, wait to see if that store opens. Because if you have a pass, you'll be able to log in, you'll be able to buy from there. So just hang tight. So let's hope they actually do it, and you're able to get everything that you need.
Nice. Send
Yeah,
them to
well,
Canada.
yeah, you know what?
Terror-free.
I've said that lots too, where I've been like, what do they have left over to sell? And you'd be surprised. Because sometimes they're not fast enough on the restocking either, and stuff just sits in the back.
The MAFX exclusives haven't shown up on eBay yet. Okay.
Oh. Because that was the chromed out Mando,
Yeah.
Luke and Han and Stormtrooper, and I feel like there was something else. I feel like there
That's
was
all?
one other thing. No, I can't remember, but I remember those three for sure.
I wasn't there, so
Dude, it's chaos. It was chaos trying to buy stuff. I'll tell you that if you wanted to go around just look at stuff,
yeah.
you had all the time in the world and you could just go and enjoy things and enjoy panels. If you were going there to shop, it was a bloodbath.
Yeah. Now I heard you guys talking on the DL44 network, your channel, about how it would have been nice if they had been able to expand the sales floor a little bit,
I
so
think
that
just
everything wasn't.
Just space wise, I think
Yeah.
I think the size of the booths and stuff were fine. I think
Right.
some of the toy vendor booths, like the, you know, I think there's some of the some of the toy vendor booths, they were very small, like those just ones that are, just local stores, your typical vendor booths. I think they were pretty small because they were like packed to the nut, like they were packed tight with stuff,
Mhm.
but only one person could go in at a time and take a look.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That's how small it was. So then you had like a cluster of people all just trying to like get in. But if you were in first, you are not getting out because everyone else has to like leave for you to get out. So there was no, I think if they just gave just more floor space to just those vendors and just
Mhm.
more aisle space. And I mean, the aisles were already big. Like, I'm not going to say it was tight getting through. It wasn't, but it was tight once everybody's there. And it gets even tighter when everyone stops to take cosplay photos, which they should do because the costumes were amazing.
Mhm.
So it's almost like maybe they should have had a hall for cosplayers so you could go in, take a look at everyone's amazing work, line up for photos, do whatever it is you need to do. So that way you're not doing it on the con floor.
Yeah.
And maybe that's something North America should adopt too. But I could see Americans being very fucking throw a conniption over that. But I don't know. I honestly thought it was after seeing that and how congested it gets once photos start happening with cosplayers, I was like, yeah, maybe this should be in another hall because then you can't get through.
Right.
Man, I feel like they could have communicated more of the exclusives and how they work. When we were on the other night and Trevor showed those acrylic standees that they were handing out, right? I would know. So they gave out what was a set of 12 in total, or 8 or 12, something like that, right? And if I had only gotten one and I left the
14.
con, 14. If I had known that if you can get the whole set by going to every panel, then I only got one and I left Japan, like, damn, I'd be so upset. I have this anxiety where it's like, damn, I missed that at the con, or the idea that I might have walked by a store in Japan that with stuff and I'm like, oh my God, I was right there and I didn't know. That's what worries me, because then I have to fly back and go back to get it. So stuff like that, right? I didn't get any of it, so I guess the hooks didn't sink into me. But if I had only one or two and I had no idea, I'd be bummed out.
Dude, it was we left the toy photography panel that Nose Rain and 1/6 Shooter they were at. And when they handed us this, it was like, oh, this is cool. And that it's Sunday, right? It's Sunday afternoon. So the con's just about to end. And then that's when you realize you could have been getting these for free all weekend.
Oh, wow.
Right? Like, and you could have just gone through and just, because this is the collection, right? Like there's a lot there.
And the amount of money and I'm only saying this because I found out how much they go for on eBay.
Yeah. And they're going for lots, going for a couple hundred. So like, but it was, I don't know. I thought these were like cool little, like goodie bags, at the end of a collector's panel. Give them collector's items. I don't know. That was pretty cool.
Now, Kevin, you mentioned you wanted them more once you found out that they had a monetary value attached to them. You wanted them more. Would you have? Because I do that. We all do that. It's like, oh my god, it's worth this much.
Yeah.
Like when you say that, I mean, obviously, it's like when Ryan, you said the reason why you wanted it because it was an exclusive, right?
Yeah.
It's that whole sort of
Yes.
like it's they're in demand, they're desirable, they're harder to get. And they, because they're hard to get on the secondary market, they're worth more. You can ask more if you're going to sell them. But does that actually ever, I mean, as a collector, we always kind of go, well, this will be worth more, right? But would you actually really sell it? I mean, I know it depends on what it is, obviously, right? But like I've told myself that lie many times. It's like, oh, this is going to increase in value. And like, if I need to get rid of it, I can always flip it and make a little bit of money. That's no problem. And that's why I keep all the packaging, because in case I need to, if I need to resell it, it'll be worth more with the shipping box and the seals intact and blah, 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 blah.
Mhm.
But
Right.
at the end of the day, I find it very difficult to let go of that stuff and kind of go, no, it's mine. I bought it because I love it
Yep.
and I want it. Do you guys ever run into that too, where you just kind of,
I already know myself well enough that I know I'm not going to sell it. So I always try to make sure now that I'm not buying things for the sake of buying things.
right?
And it's like, what do I like? Because even when we were in the Hot Toys booth, I was like, oh, I should get the Grogu, I should get the Darth Maul, because you get caught up in the hype and the excitement of the access of these exclusives.
Yeah,
Mhm.
And then I started going, wait a second, is that what I really want? And so that's why it was like, now I got what I really wanted, which was the Stormtrooper. So now I will hang tight. And if there's anything left on Sunday, then I know that maybe I'll grab it then.
right.
Right. And and if they sell out, hey, no harm, no foul. Right. Like, that's fine. Like, I'm not going to lose sleep over it.
Right.
But yeah, so I don't know. I know myself well enough now not to do that. Kevin?
There are toys where I'm like, okay, this has a pretty crazy value for what it is. And like we'll take a Marvel Legends, for example. If it's gone up something like $60-$70, I'm like, I feel like they're gonna reissue this, and I'm gonna be getting the new one. So that one I'll have no problem getting rid of. There's been some where like they're Mezco toys that I know went up in value, but I really liked how they looked. But then ever since my falling out with that company, I had no issues getting rid of those either. And then it's like, oh, cool. This is a lot more money in my pocket to go get something else that I'll actually like. But if
Right.
it's something like you said, Paul, that you genuinely do like it, it's just an added bonus that you go, oh man, this is worth a lot of money. But it's not like I'm sitting it there because it could be worth a lot of money, but that doesn't necessarily mean someone's going to be paying it
Right.
at the time you're gonna sell it. If anything,
Right.
it's probably going to be less.
Well, it's what people
So-
are asking for it. They're assigning an
Right.
arbitrary, like somebody is might be willing to pay this much, but it doesn't mean it's worth that much, right? It's like the eBay prices where somebody can you can list it at whatever, and someone can go, well, it's listed at this price. But we all know the hack is you check and see how much a bunch of those have sold for. And that
Right.
gives you a better idea of what the actual value of whatever it is you're looking for on eBay will be. Right.
Mhm.
You look
Right.
at finished transactions, because that's better than, like the Sabine tie.
I was just
for
about to
Micro
say,
Galaxy
Sabine
Squadron.
TIE Fighter. Is it worth
Right?
$300 or is it only worth $500?
Right. And that's the thing. People have been asking for $500. And you get a few people who are, who don't do their due diligence, or they just don't want the hassle. And they're just, yeah, fine, I'll just buy it. And then you get, but if you look through the search history for how much it's sold for, you get a better idea of what the average is and what it's actually worth, or what people are willing to pay for it through eBay. So I think that's
Right.
neat.
Oh man, this funny story with Jaws. We were walking through a mall, and out of nowhere, from behind me, I hear my daughter go, "You're gonna need a bigger boat." I'm like, and then my wife goes, "What?" And then I knew we were in Uniqlo. I'm like, she's reading a Jaws t-shirt because she's standing behind me. But I like that's the only context that she would have said that. I knew Uniqlo had like a couple new Jaws themed t-shirts.
Yeah.
As we were walking through the store. And so she, like this little 9-year-old's going, "You're gonna need a bigger boat."
Oh
I'm
my
like, it's a
gosh.
t-shirt, it's a movie.
Who's was it a picture of Chief Brody saying it?
I didn't even look. I was too tired.
Man.
Honestly, 10 days straight with the kids is a lot, and I'm so glad we're back and they're in school. But you know,
Do you think they'll
behind me?
here?
I'm sorry?
Do you think they'll release those shirts here?
Yeah,
Maybe.
maybe. I can look it up. I think I sent you one of the links, but yeah, we can I'll see if they have it. But yeah, so for the rest of the trip, once she knew that I knew what she was saying, she kept saying, "You're gonna need a bigger boat," to in
Right.
response to things.
Yeah.
In different line deliveries too.
That's amazing. So I just opened up the two what are these called?
Gotcha balls.
Gotcha balls? Anyways, that Steve extras, his doubles got me. And funny enough, these are when you open them up and you get this little booklet, which is really cool. And it shows you what's in the different looks in the line, right? And the two that I got were the two that I was looking at that I wanted, which is great. So the first one was
It's the best feeling.
Bruce breaking through the hull of the ship with the diver on one hand. I went, oh, that's great. And the second one I got was this one, which is perfect. So they're right here.
Nice.
Very cool. And the cool thing is, so it's hollow, so you can do the whole. I don't know if it's gonna work, but the whole the divers thing. Oh me! Oh my God! I love it. Love it. Thank you, Steve. Thank you. I have the best friends, man. The best ones.
Oh,
They are amazing. Present
They're from
company
Tommy?
included. What's that?
they're from Tommy. Those ones were from Tommy?
No,
They're
these are from Steve.
From Steve.
Tommy just muled them over.
Oh,
Tommy,
Oh, they are.
Tommy's taking credit.
Oh,
yeah. He's
my mistake. Thanks, Tommy.
Steve has been getting all of these thanks.
The KFC stuff is from Steve. I get them confused because we have the mini brand stuff.
Oh, that's funny.
And I think I saw these balls and I thought that's what it was. Thank you, Tommy. My mistake. My bad. Thanks, TK.
Thank you, Tommy. Everyone, take a drink.
Yeah. Thanks, Tommy. Oh God, finish the bottle.
I found the shirt on the share screen.
Okay.
It's okay.
Oh,
I don't know if I couldn't find if there's a men's version. This says women's.
yeah. No, it's
But
cool.
it's
I thought
just
it was going to be a
text.
picture of like Brody
Yeah.
or something.
I guess that's why she was able to read it, because it's just large,
Gigantic
bold
print.
text as we were walking by.
Yeah.
But it's I
Okay.
think they had a bunch of Universal movies. I think they had a Back to the Future
They did. They had a set of Back to the Future shirts.
1990. Come on. $20.
Ooh, those are good.
There
That
you
was
go.
good.
If you forgot what terror was like, it's back. There you go.
Yeah, in case you forgot.
But that was the first. Anyways, if it were for Jaws 2, I'd be like, oh, okay. But that's Jaws. Like, that was a groundbreaking movie. Like, I don't know. Maybe they're just referring to this poster for a scary movie is back.
Yeah.
But it makes it
Oh,
look like
man.
it's advertising. Like, if you forgot what terror is like, it's back. It's like, were we living in terror in the 70s? I guess we were. I don't know.
When are we never not living in terror?
Well, according to certain politicians,
Yeah.
constant state of terror. Adelphi Rangers is in the warehouse. What's up, bro? Good to see you. Also, I saw Paper Kriegel is
Paper
here
Kriegel.
joining
Nice.
us. Good morning, Paul, Ryan, and
Oh,
Kevin. Let me
Yeah,
know
if
you
we
want
need
some
more gotchas, yeah, well,
Nice.
yeah,
Never say
just
no
might.
to gotchas.
Such a nice dude, too.
yeah, super nice.
Nice. And did you guys see the ILM 50-year t-shirts up for sale? I saw a number of people wearing them. I was super jelly about that. Were they for sale?
I didn't see him.
Paper Kriegel messaged me. He goes, I was just in the subway and I saw Ryan Dole and Steve 3 but I didn't say hi to them because it looked like they had all their suitcases and they were traveling or something. I'm like, no, go bother them.
Yeah, bother us.
Kick them into the train. I don't know. Like, go say
Yeah.
hi.
What's up, Indy?
Yeah,
Sorry.
we like to be bothered.
Yeah, bother him. He loves it. So, but he did get a chance to meet Ryan at the Hasbro panel
Yes.
at Celebration. So that was awesome.
Yeah. Tony J42 says Jaws was re-released just before Jaws 2 came out, right? I think it was for that. That makes sense. That's actually how I was able to watch Jaws in the movie theaters, because that was actually the first movie my parents ever took me to see when I was 5 years old. Very inappropriate. Jaws 2 was out, and they back in those days they would if it was a sequel, they would show the first movie again. So
Makes sense.
Alicia is writing, to be fair, I am legitimately in a state of terror regarding tomorrow.
Yeah. Election day tomorrow for you
Yep.
Canadians. So exercise your freedoms
That's right.
and go
That's
vote.
right. Go vote. Vote. Just vote. It's such a pity when we hear of such low voter turnout. Just go and
Yeah,
vote.
for real.
People literally died to get you that right. So go out there, vote. Your vote can make a difference. Just vote. Just vote. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I wanted to extend the trip, but I'm like, no, we got to get back in time to vote because we missed the early vote.
the
We
when
did,
you
which
were
means we
voting?
got to be in line tomorrow. Ugh.
Yeah. Tommy, that's how I saw New Hope in the theaters, re-released just before ESB. There you go.
Nice.
Shut up, Tommy. All right.
Drink.
Drink, everyone. Andrew Allen,
a
hello
drink.
there. General Kenobi. Me. Delphi Rangers writes, I was 6 and my dad took me to see Raiders of the Lost Ark. Almost as bad as Jaws. Almost, but not quite.
But not quite.
Not
It's different.
quite.
Oh, Paul, I got to show you this pickup that I
Yep.
got. Because you know I love Star Wars figures. But what is my favorite accessory?
Cups and spoons and plates and wow.
The
Where did you
ultimate-
get that from?
It comes with a cup.
I guess.
Great.
I'm just looking at the cup. Is it glass or plastic?
I'm pretty sure it's plastic.
Okay. It's the only way it would survive.
Yeah, it's light too, so it's
Okay. Super cheap. How old is that?
Oh gosh, this is Saga, so this has got to be 20. Oh, let's see here. 2004.
Okay.
There's a whole line of them,
Wow.
Ooh.
right?
Darth Maul.
And they had them all there. This was at Mandrake, however you want to say it.
Are you saying it that way because Yoko's watching, or?
I guess so. Wow.
Okay.
I think I'm already in the doghouse after bringing up the Tommy story. So I think I'm already in shit.
So am I after pointing that other thing out, but please.
Yeah. We are in trouble. But I knew that this existed because I have the My Toy Box app, which is a app that you use to see all the Star Wars toys that have ever come out and are coming out, and then you can track all your stuff of what you want or what you need or what you have. But I saw this on there and I was like, man, if I ever find this, I am going to grab it. And then Steve 3, he found like there was the pilot was there and Darth Maul was there. He's like, they're all here. And I was like, all of them? He's like, yeah, I think so. And I was like, do you see Leia? And all of a sudden we're looking, and all of a sudden, boom, he reaches his hand deep in the shelf, pulls it out. And I was like, what? And then for 1,400 yen? And I was like, yeah, that's coming home with me. Like, that's mine.
1,400
That's
is
for me.
great. Are you
Is
gonna
that
use
yeah.
the mug?
I don't know, because I kind of like the packaging, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
With
that's
the figure displayed standing there, and then like Return of the
So
Jedi.
is that a
I don't know.
3.75 inch or is that a 6-inch figure?
It is. Nope. That is legacy scale.
There you go. Nice.
Right. So these are super cool. This is one of my most favorite pickups from. Okay, unbigging me.
from Japan.
Kevin's putting together his model.
I bit off more than I can chew, man. This is crazy.
Looks like a lot.
It-
The
Yeah.
human body is
have
very
you-
complex.
You might actually need instructions for this.
Yeah, put
Like
your
it's
glasses on.
supposed to be okay. Put my you
Put your
use
glasses on, nerd.
2 telescopes on your face to look at battery doors, but it's
Yeah.
supposed to be like this style of toy, but they made it in like an articulated version that you can build. This is a lot, and I left the instructions upstairs because in my I really thought I could do it on my own, but they're all
Oh
the
my
same
God.
color. They're all beige. I don't know how to do this.
You'll be
Right?
fine. Put your glasses on.
This is a body, but it's Kinnikuman, so I'm happy I
Yep.
got that.
That's a
But
good-
yeah, I'm
Dude.
not doing this now. This is insane. This is the crotch.
Man, the whole thing is Caucasian.
It's beige-ish. Yeah.
Looks kind of flesh color. Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's definitely
Here.
lighter than your skin tone.
All right, let's say goodbye to that. That's peace.
Oh my God.
I'm not doing this.
And he gives up
I'm
instantly.
not doing this.
Just like that.
A clean sweep off of the the tabletop. You know
Just
what?
like that. I'm gonna show this. Not gonna open it because the packaging's too pretty.
Ooh.
Here's a Micro Galaxy Squadron exclusive. It says one of 3,000 on here. One of my friends, I think, did Steve end up getting? I know Tommy brought it back to me, but did Steve? I don't know who got this for me.
Steve,
One of y'all.
I can't remember who got what.
Steve got
for
2
you.
and Tommy got 2, I think.
Okay. So, anyways, I got one of these, which is great. This is from Visions, Star Wars Visions Season 1, the episode entitled Twins. And it's give it a look. I'd totally forgotten about. Steve got me. Thank you, Steve. And thank you, Tommy. I'd totally forgotten about Vision Season 1. I remember Season 2 quite vividly.
Really?
But Season 1, other than the Ronin, which was the other Star Wars exclusive that Hasbro had for the there goes the battery. That they Hasbro used for their Black Series exclusive figure, the Ronin, and his R2 unit with the hat, and it's all in black and white, beautiful packaging and whatnot. I was actually able to snag that via Hasbro Pulse. So I grabbed that online. So that'll be arriving in a few days, I guess.
Nice,
But I don't have
nice.
it yet. But this is the other one that I like. The packaging on it, it's very, very. This is why I want to keep it in the I'm
Yeah.
keeping the packaging on this, right?
Yeah.
And it's
Is it
you
not
know,
collector friendly?
in what way?
I don't know. Sometimes they have boxes. I think like the Ronin one you're talking about is allegedly collector friendly. You can put things back to
Oh yeah.
make it look like it's it's still displayed
Yeah.
in the box.
This one I can't. This
Non-destructive.
one is collector friendly in a sense, but the only thing I will say is the clamshell, the way it's secured in, it's got
Oh,
you have
yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
sort of to crinkle it and like you have to push it, and so there is a chance of sometimes you get the white lines in the plastic if you push too hard, or it's just bent out of shape, or it even just sort of cracks. But
Mhm.
it doesn't look too difficult. Like there's certain spots that you can just push them open and get them out and whatnot. But this is I love this actually. And
Very
these two
pretty.
characters too, right? It's Kade and our duo, right? And use his other twin. I was actually, it would have been really cool if they just put the other twin on the other side too in her armor.
Oh yeah, her design was cool too.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
both. And this is, of course, because he had armor at the beginning, but he shed that. And so he's got more of a Luke Skywalker sort of look to it. But this is really, really nice. I'm curious as to why they chose season 1 of Visions instead of season 2. But
What ships in season 2 could have been? I'm trying to think in like a business perspective that they could make a easy like a repaint exclusive. Like a
yeah, I
convention
guess that makes
exclusive.
sense. I guess that makes sense because the ships in season 2 were mostly brand new designs and stuff. So
Huge.
that makes sense for that. I'm just it's as well for Hasbro because they chose episode 1 of season 1, the Ronin
Right.
character, right? So that's at least 3 years old. That stuff, right? When they first came out. So I don't know. It's just something I was thinking about.
It's the
wondering
first
about.
time we're getting merch for any of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true enough.
Oh,
True
yeah,
enough.
I have two. I think I have two SH figure arts from that Twins episode.
Right. But I'm always
Yeah,
surprised
but
they
there's
haven't
not
done anything from Ronin.
Hmm.
Right? Like just across the board. Like there hasn't
Yeah.
been anything from Hasbro. I'm also surprised there hasn't been anything from Hot Toys.
Maybe more
Ronin,
coming
like-
soon.
Right? Mafex.
Oh, there you
Right.
go. Oh yeah, Delphi
think-
Rangers. There was one with X-wing pilots and Wedge in season 2. I remember that.
Yeah.
That's a good pickup though. Yeah, that's a really, really great box design too. I think con exclusives should always be beautiful packaging. And if you need to do a repaint of something to spruce it up, I'm all for it.
Right.
If it's not like something that has to be part of your collect, I don't want to say completionist because that seems contradictory, but like if it's not a core character, but those are great convention exclusives.
That's probably
Yeah.
why Hot Toys hasn't done anything, because it's, I mean, Visions, it's animated shorts that it's kind of like on the outside. It's animated, so it's already got like one strike against it in terms of like the general public sort of knowing about it. Like anything animated, you still get fans who are like, well, I didn't watch Clone Wars because it's a cartoon. I
Yeah,
didn't watch Rebels because it's a cartoon. Who are all these characters type thing, right? So you get something like Visions, which is even a little bit more outside of that, right? A little bit more niche.
yeah,
It's going to be a harder sell, and they're looking to make a profit, right? So con exclusives make sense because super fans are going to be there going, "Ooh, this is going to be super rare," or this is super, it's super rare because a lot of people don't know who this character is. I'm going to scoop it up.
yeah.
If they did limited runs too, that's the other thing. So
Yeah. I guess. But I mean, they still did the Bad Batch in Hot Toys. So
yeah, true enough.
I mean, the
True enough.
Ronin's just a short, but it's just everything about that episode was so cool that I think I probably
All
would've bought-
quality.
Yeah,
All right,
all of it. I can't wait for season 3 next week.
Season 3.
Ooh, who got you the records?
So
I'm curious.
Tommy sent me a picture. He was out and about, and he sent me a picture of these. And he said at first he took a pass on it, and then he was like, the more he thought about it, the more he was like, no, I want these.
Yeah.
So he sent me a picture, and right away I said, scoop them, get them up for me. I want these. Just because I've started a small vinyl collection of original soundtracks, which is really
Nice.
cool. And the majority that I have right now are from Mondo. So I've got like the Jaws original soundtrack, and I love it because they've actually done something a little bit extra for these. It's not just like a black, vinyl disc. The packaging is done up special. Like I have a Ghostbusters one, and like the actual sleeve holder is big and puffy, and it's white, so it's like a big marshmallow. And it's actually got a side corner piece that says "Stay Puffed" on it, which is awesome. I've got like the Mandalorian box set of like every episode has a soundtrack to it, and so there's a massive box set that I got as well. The music of John Carpenter, because as we all know, he composes a lot of his own soundtracks for his movies. So it's an incredible collection there. And this just fit the bill perfectly. And obviously it's pressed in Japan, so you've got that sort of factor, the coolness factor of it too, because this the package is in a different language. And let's open up the original Star Wars. It's got a red and blue clear vinyl pressing.
You're opening it?
I'm gonna open this up and I'll let y'all know.
Ooh.
Dude.
There
Is
you
that
go.
broken Japanese on the packaging?
Shut up, Kevin. You weren't
Sorry.
like this before the glasses.
Yeah.
I'm a new man.
Kevin.
So
You're gonna get me in trouble through association.
instructions in Japanese.
We should have a panel in LA. Should we apply?
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
God,
gonna.
that'll be fun.
Let's do it.
I tried to get us a panel for Japan, and they're like, "What the hell is Boba Squadron?"
You should have said, what the hell is Star Wars?
Star Wars.
So you have 2 discs, and I'm gonna just slide this out. Ooh, that's pretty.
Oh, can you get it out?
I like that Paul's also now a vinyl collector. That's what made me happy.
I'm not gonna. That's been too much work. Get that.
Ooh,
like-
That's pretty.
Right?
that's a good blue.
It's quite nice.
You know what? The ones they have that have like liquid
Oh yeah,
inside the vinyl.
yeah.
It's so cool.
There's one for a movie called Miami Connection, which is an awful movie. So bad it's good type thing where there's no way you can purposefully make a movie that bad. And it's about a ninja crew that's running cocaine out of Miami.
Taekwondo.
And it's like the final, it's filled with cocaine.
Taekwondo.
It's filled with cocaine. Which is,
Is that the one you were telling me
powder.
about? Where you had to find the like a there was like a cult following of it,
Oh yeah.
of the movie, and then they had to find the original guy who made it.
Yeah.
afterwards?
That's basically what
Okay.
happened. He bankrupted himself because he had a very profitable chain of Taekwondo dojos, a business in the US, and somebody convinced him that he would be the perfect sort of movie star in his own action movie. So they made
That's
this
great.
movie, and he spent all of his money to sell it, to distribute it. It only ended up in, I think, something like 88 theater houses and lasted only a couple of days, and then they pulled it. And because he was so embarrassed by it, they destroyed as many prints as they could. And somebody found it in Austin, Texas. They've got that theater chain. Oh my God. What are they called again? My brain.
Oh yeah, Mondo did prints for him and stuff too.
Yeah.
Oh,
The Alamo Draft House. Alamo Draft House. That's what it is.
Yes.
They found it in a garage sale, and they watched it and were like, "This is incredible." And they had it on one of the midnight screenings, and the audience lost their minds over it. So they're like, "Oh, well, we got to find these people, and we have to invite them out." And so they tracked down this guy, and he didn't want to have anything to do with them because he was so embarrassed by it. But they brought him out, and they showed how much people really loved the heart, because that's the thing. This movie is
yep.
not well acted. It is not well constructed, but there's a level of enthusiasm and love and earnestness to it that really, really sells it. And
That's
I think
great.
that's why people like, that's what it's become, a cult hit because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's about a group of friends who play in a band, and they're trying to be this
No,
rival
wait.
rival group. That-
Slow down. It is a group of friends who are all orphans
That's
who
right.
train Taekwondo together and have a band.
Oh, both
And-
Taekwondo and band.
Yes.
They're not even in Miami, which is the other thing, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called Miami Connection, but they're not in Miami.
They're being
And
connected to Miami.
So this group that this rival band that they've supplanted hires a group of ninjas out of Miami who run cocaine to intimidate these guys and get them out. That's the premise of the movie.
Yeah.
I'm not lying. That's the
Solid.
premise. And yeah, it's
good though. Like it's a fun
oh,
easy watch.
it is. It's kind of hard to watch though. There are parts of it that are kind of hard to watch because you want them to do so well, and then
It's
when you
true.
see the performances, it kind of hurts a little bit because it's like, Mr. Burns, that was 47. That was the best out of 47 takes type thing, right?
And that was the best one.
Right.
Yo,
and
my
and
favorite delivery is still it's a letter from my dad.
So, yeah.
And it's like, your dad, but I thought we were all orphans. It's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good. And it's like the soundtrack is great. I know it's like the soundtrack is even one of those things where I actually legitimately think the soundtrack is good. Like the score,
Oh, it's
the songs are very 80s.
100%. It's got that techno bump, funk feel to it.
Yeah.
And what's even better is none of them are musicians. And when they're playing in the club,
no.
you can tell there's no
It's
way
pure
any of them are like not even close.
Yeah, not even
to-
close.
Yeah,
Like they're just jumping up and down with guitars. They're just
that's right.
Like watching 5-year-olds pretend to play guitar.
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly it.
Funny.
So, so this is really cool. So they came with these, which are, hold on. It's like a felt pad. Now, Tommy, you told me what this was. I can't remember what it is.
Is this something you just put on your record player when you're not using it?
Yeah, it's just like a dust cover. You just boop, put it on there, and they're cool. It comes with 2. So here's the celebration one.
Yeah.
There's another one with just like straightforward.
So he
Star
found
Celebration.
these. Did he find these at the con?
They were at the con.
There
Yeah.
was a booth there. I think it's actually put on by HMV.
Okay.
But it was because if you go to the HMV Japan website, that's where they were listing them. And it was just called Star Wars Music Booth. That's all it was called. And they had all that stuff. And you could buy that big box set of every soundtrack.
I want that.
Everything Star Wars.
Yeah. Slip mats.
Yeah.
DJs use them so the records slide. Oh, okay. There you go.
Okay.
There you go. See, you called them that. You told me what they were, but I'd never heard that term before. So, and I didn't know what it was. I'm not a DJ. I don't know. Last time I handled vinyls when I was like 5.
You gotta remember, music is his blind spot.
Yeah. It is. So thank you, Tommy. But now, I looked it up. So these came as well with a snazzy bag, which is over here.
Oh,
Japanese, says Star Wars on it. And I've already seen it. Like I was looking it up online to see if somebody could describe to me what this was. I was trying to do some research on it. But in the course of looking it up, people are already trying to sell this entire set, including the bag and the slip mats, for like $340 American was the highest price I saw. But then I also saw the box set of all the movies. And I thought, oh.
No, those are soundtracks.
Yeah, oh, sorry, that's what I meant. The soundtracks for all the movies, because they're all vinyl. And it's like, oh.
No, they weren't vinyl. Those were CD.
Or the CD? Oh.
Yep. Those were a compact disc set.
Oh.
But it had every soundtrack of everything Star Wars made up to Mando season 3, I want to say.
Okay.
Because I don't think Skeleton Crew was on there, and obviously Andor season 2 was not on there.
Right.
If we had Andor season 2, we'd have that new hit.
Oh, it's already out.
Niamos.
They wasted no time putting that on YouTube and Spotify.
Man.
Well, how about that Star Wars? The Star Wars channel putting an hour loop of Mon Mothma dancing to that song.
And I was like, and when you think about it in context, it's like, this isn't cool. But then all of a sudden you're also like, this is a banger hit though.
Yeah.
So this is pretty cool.
They had a DJ droid. Come on.
Disco ball droid. It was a DJ disco ball droid. Man.
He's one step away from being a bubble machine too. And like shooting them over the crowd.
Out come the foam R2D2 units, and they're just like blasting foam out. Right? Like it's, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, we were driving, and then I get a YouTube notification. It's like 1 hour loop of Mon Mothma dancing, and I'm like, this is the official Star Wars YouTube channel putting this out. I'm like, all right, someone's got their ear to the streets, and they know what's popular right now. I messaged Paul. Remember, Paul? I'm like, this is gonna be a meme
right away. He
sure
said
it is.
First thing with it, and absolutely guaranteed. Of course, it is. Right? It's so it's great, but it's relatable as well. It's like the world is crashing down around her. She's had to compromise everything and lose everything, and then she's forced to be at this celebration. Right? It's just like that juxtaposition of everything that's going on around her too is just like, with Brasso. The spoilers, obviously, if you haven't seen it, I'm not gonna say it, but I mean it's just it's so perfectly sort of written and edited and put together.
Mhm.
And it's so powerful at the end
And
and just
performed.
how
Oh,
it just
dude, it was a rough final 15 minutes of that
Yeah.
last episode.
yeah. So
It was rough. But
if you haven't
also,
seen it yet,
yeah,
you might want to turn away for a
Yeah.
bit, mute us, come back, watch replay. But yeah.
yeah, dude, fit those last 15 minutes, like give me that every week.
Oh yeah.
Well, they're giving you 3 episodes every week, dude.
Are they really? Are we getting 3 every week?
Yeah, man.
It-
Just
it's
for 4 weeks
It's
and then
only
it's done.
4 weeks of Andor. Yeah, dude.
Okay. I don't know if I'm ready.
So I was watching Diego Luna on, I think on Jimmy Kimmel. It was originally supposed to be 5 seasons for Andor, and he's
Yeah.
like, yeah, 2.5 years per season. It's like I'm gonna be in this for a decade, and it's supposed to be a prequel. That's not gonna work.
You're 90.
Yeah. I think they're doing it the right way right
Yeah.
now with the
Yeah.
2 seasons, and then just kind of like, because what is it? It's a year jump.
Yeah.
Every
every
3
3
episodes?
episodes.
Dude,
1
it's
year.
so cool. It's so well done. There was a part of me, again, we're going to get into a little bit of spoiler territory, but not real spoiler territory. In the season 1 and already in season 2, we're not really seeing any aliens. They're, we're talking about the party. There's no
Yeah.
Biffs, there's no Greedos, there's no Max Rebos, nothing like that.
Hmm.
Like droids are the closest thing that we're getting to a lot of this stuff. That's Star Wars, obviously the ships, the environments, and some of the characters that we know. Then I was thinking about it because at first that was kind of like one of my like pet peeves was like, well, there should be an Ewok dancing. And then I was like, well, wait a second. If they start adding aliens, the ones that we recognize, the ones that we know, even if it's for world building and whatever, if we start adding them into Andor, does it take away the levity of the scenes? Right? Like if all of a sudden, like now, like the thing happening with Mon Mothma, for instance, if
Mhm.
all this stuff is happening and that Buddy's driver is all of a sudden a Greedo instead, does it work the same? Does it hit the same? Or does it now take us out of it and it feels like kid Star Wars?
Right.
I think it's the placement, right? That if it's the limo
But-
one you're talking about, I think maybe not. But like if they were just in
Like,
the background of the wedding,
But I hear, it speaks to 2 things. I think one, it's a status thing. First of all, right? They're on Chandrila. It's very, it's elite. They're rich. It's a city. It's a society of wealth, like
Yeah.
lavish wealth and whatnot.
Yeah, I didn't mean levity there. I don't know what I was trying
Yeah.
to say a different word.
No, and the other thing is you do see aliens, but they're with like Saw Gerrera's group, Tubes, right? He's an alien.
Right.
Yeah.
Like everybody, the insurgents are all others, right? They're not humanoid type thing.
Right.
So I think there's a little bit of shading in like infusing that as well. In the Senate, Mon Mothma, she's dealing with the other senators, and you do see a smattering that they're not in the forefront, but you do see that there's a bunch of other races that are involved. But I think it's a very conscious decision on Tony Gilroy's part.
I do too.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, to have that. And I think, but you're going to see more and more of that, those lines kind of blurring as well, I think, as of course, because it's leading up to the events of Rogue One, Rebellion, Gorman. We're hearing all these names and places of things that are like focal points in history when it comes to the rebellion. So
what was the importance of the Gorman? Again, I was watching the first 3 episodes fighting jet lag,
Well,
so there's a lot of things
we
missed.
rewatched season 1.
Okay.
And they were layering it in already. Mon Mothma is trying to start. It's a Gorman initiative. Gorman is a planet. I mean, Krennic sort of explains a little bit more, but in canon, the Gorman. I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but there's something it's like an inciting point the rebellion for every. It was a turning point where the
Okay.
Empire sort of overstepped, and people went, "That's wrong," and it became a rallying cry for a lot of the rebel forces that sort of went. So,
Okay.
you know, it is, and it was a massacre that basically
Yeah.
happened. So they're building that up right now, and that whole meeting with Krennic. And I'm sorry if you haven't watched this yet. Like we've been saying spoiler, but it's talking about how to destabilize it so they can get the resources, right?
Mhm.
And
Yep.
that's what it's building up to, this horrible thing. And that's actually the one. It's like the assassination of Archduke Ferdinand, starting the events of war. Like things were in place, but it took that one event to push everything over the edge. And I think that's what they're building towards with Gorman.
Okay.
Yeah.
That, I mean, then there's a lot of implications for what's coming up in the next few weeks.
And how about Deidre giving Cyril's mom like
Oh.
2 fucking cents?
Yeah, no,
Setting boundaries.
Yeah, man.
you know, I loved it. And
Same
how
here.
she was just like, whoever's the actor playing the mom is brilliant.
Yeah,
Oh,
I love
she's
her.
great.
I'm so happy to
She-
see her again.
Yeah, she's just so, oh my God, like I want to choke her through the screen
Yeah.
because she's so manipulative and she's so nasty, and
Oh.
she knows she's just pushing every single button to
Yeah.
try. It's like this weird power dynamic thing. And Dedra, like, just bloop, 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 when she says, "Oh, you didn't grow up without a mother." She's like, "Well, my parents were criminals. I didn't miss anything."
Yeah, and
This
the
is
shock
great.
on her face. She's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
what?
Like
What
I
is
missed
it? And-
nothing. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude,
It
but
was
the
It was
Six
such
Zero-
a good delivery because
just
it's such like a snap comeback. Like, what do you
Yeah.
say to that? Nothing. Like,
You know, and the whole, like, this is, you know, it's a plan. But when I say plan, you know, it means, don't misunderstand me. It doesn't mean that you have any choice in this. But
Yeah.
in stark terms, he'll see you twice a month, and he'll call you. But it's inversely proportional to the amount of anxiety you bring in our lives. And wow,
while he's in the other room, like face down.
oh my God,
yeah, he's
and that's
face up
become
on
a
the
meme.
bed, like ass up, head
Yeah.
down. He's
Yeah,
just
he
like,
wasn't
good
even. He
God.
didn't even adjust himself to be fully
Yeah.
on the bed. It was just whatever part of my body lands on this, I'll take it
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
this is just so troublesome for me.
That's a meme.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. There's been
Yeah.
tons of meme worthy things in this premiere week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was good. It, like, I really enjoyed. Deidre, I already really liked in the first season. I liked her a lot. I'm
Yeah.
not, you know, this show has done a very good job of making sure everyone does know, like, the Empire is evil.
Yeah.
Like, don't forget, like, we do know, like, we all realize how cool Darth Vader is. But just know, these people are evil. Even if they show up in a children's hospital and raise donations, these are terrible people.
Dude, in Krennic's little secret meeting, they have PR like
Oh my God.
people spinning, you
Yeah.
know, and how they should what angle they should take when talking about, you know, how to take over Gorman and all this stuff. And that kind of stuff it just makes you feel so gross. Just
Yeah.
here, it's like have two people whose job purely is to do stuff like that.
And
Yeah.
gleefully
Well,
doing it. They're
It's
so
gross because
fucking
it's
happy.
real.
Yeah.
Like, we're
Yeah.
living in it. Ugh.
Ugh,
Right? What is
2
this?
months.
What is this?
Yeah. Yeah.
The
dude,
vault.
it
Speaking
is
of-
yeah, it's been great. But you're right, that whole meeting of like what they're going to do and to that planet, and even like the people, they got like scientists there that are like warning them, like, you do this, you're
Mhm.
gonna create a disaster and
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
good. And they're just like, we don't care. Like,
Yeah.
that's not our problem.
Well,
Our
they
our
need,
problem. Yeah. Ugh.
yeah, they need what they need for the Death Star.
Yeah. So
Right.
like, and again, I think it goes back. Who was asking about Death Star 2? And I think, what was it? I think it was all that 2 was getting secretly built during the same time
Yeah, same time.
as Death Star 1. So there was always supposed to be 2,
Mhm.
but they probably had to, like, after Death Star 1 got a little star dusted, I think everyone kind of went, we gotta rethink this. So it probably slowed down the process quite a bit. That's what I assume. I'm just going with my headcanon on this.
Not for the
Well, look,
first
there's a
order. They
reflection in
said
the
we'll
camera.
go even bigger.
Yeah, right. Ugh.
Dude,
So
that
this-
sorry, yeah.
No,
Oh.
no.
No, I'm just saying I saw it in person. It's beautiful.
This is from the vault, Jazzwares Vault. It is one of the exclusives. One of 3,000. They're sold out now, but I'm sure they're available for a price out there. This is a Harrison Dula's B-Wing. And again, the just what I love about the packaging for these vault exclusives is just how elegant the design is. And I even like the little touch of they added the sticker to the acrylic on the inside as well. So if you want to be able to see it and display it, talk about collection friendly, and you take off the slip sleeve, because sometimes that sticker means a lot to people, right? That's what makes it special. So they've got one there as well. And so it's the way it's put together too, even from the backdrop, the artwork on the backdrop. Hera's already inside. I'm going to open this up. I'm going to take a look at the ship. I love the paint app on it already compared to the original, the first release of the B-Wing. It looks great, but just the extra effort that's gone into it is where's that?
They had a hologram version too. I don't even remember seeing that out.
Oh yeah, there was supposed to be one at Celebration, right?
Yeah, they had one on.
oh.
They had one on display, but I don't know. There's so many in the line and so many different variations. It's kind of overwhelming for me to keep track.
Right.
Yeah, the only Micro Galaxy Squadron one I picked up was Darth Vader's Sith Interceptor.
Right. And that one's been around for a while.
It's been around for a while, but it's just like seeing it there and available at the Hot
Yeah.
Toys booth. I was like, yeah, I'm going to get this. This is where the fun begins.
Kevin, that's the one that you got in New York, right? When they were giving out the
in the Imperial March event.
God, I wish they did that again, but I guess they had Celebration to get ready for, so they were like, let's wait.
Maybe in 2026.
Maybe.
Because they're obviously they're waiting. They'll have a year.
Pop it out.
Uh-huh.
Careful.
It's attached. It's taped on the bottom here, so I can't just lift it out. It's got invisible tie here and here, elastics, and here to hold in place, and a piece of plastic. So you're just gonna have to bear with me as I try to
Snippity snip.
open
It
this
is
up
a
without
vault. Oh, look
wrecking
at the painted backdrop there.
Yep, that's nice.
It's gorgeous.
So in Star Wars universe here, would this go well with a Carson Teva X-Wing when they make it, or is he more of a I fly with my girl when she's in her A-Wing kind of guy?
Well, this is in canon. This is the prototype of the B-Wing that Harrison Dula steals in Rebels.
Oh, right. Right.
So I don't know the timeline yet of, when Hera and Carson would have met.
Well,
It was
Ryan's really
sometime between
asking.
two Death Stars for sure.
Ryan's asking. What he's really asking is, does Carson Teva's X-Wing dock with this ship?
Yes.
Have they docked?
Thank you. I was trying to be.
That's classified.
Subtle. Well, that's class. Shut up. Classified.
Take a drink.
Yeah.
Oh, those cheeky, sneaky buggers. They've totally taped down the bottoms.
Oh, they really secured it in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't want anybody taking it out. The whole idea was, don't take this out of package.
Well, I'm very fortunate because this actually got sent to me by my friends at Jazzwares.
Oh, nice.
But only after I had already ordered one. So I've got another one coming, which I will happily keep in box. And this one I'm happy to.
Oh, I thought you were going to say one that you'll give away on the channel.
I could do that too.
Did Steve get one? Do we know if Steve got one? You better hang tight.
I don't know if Steve got one.
I think
Steve
he did.
ordered
I
all.
swear he had a box show up, and one of them was the vault when he got home. I'm certain of it.
There we go.
Nice.
Freed. You heard nothing.
I heard nothing.
He threw it into the Stormtrooper box.
Yeah, I did. I did.
Does this one come with a droid too?
I don't believe it does.
Wow,
The
just
B
one
wings
figure.
did not
hey?
have droids.
You're really paying for that double sticker.
The paint app on this alone is fire.
That's cool.
Like
Ooh.
that's really, really extra,
Yeah.
right? Like even the color, like the choices in color are pretty sweet.
Yeah, they did good.
And how does it rotate? Does this rotate? I forget.
Oh yeah. Because the wings do fold down.
Oh, there it is.
Right. And then if you wanted to, there you go.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's a nice
Like-
crisp orange too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a nice rebellion orange. Just gonna open this.
Is that what we're calling it? Rebellion orange?
Yeah, man.
I like that.
There she is.
Oh,
Oh, it's a one-person cockpit.
Look, so here's the thing. See that? Look at that. Control panels, how they're painted in.
Yeah.
The regular B wing is not. It's just the gray.
oh, nice. Yeah, even the seat, right? Like,
Yeah,
it's-
the seat.
Oh yeah, I can see where the budget went into this. I have come to learn that paint apps are some of the most expensive parts of the toy.
What do you
So that's super cool.
I love that. The way it just the where they've chosen to paint, the contrast and
Hmm.
everything is just, and then the engines. They've even got, they glow.
Nice.
Cannons are painted.
Yeah, a lot of these paint apps, you could look at it and you go, they probably could have, you could imagine in another world the same toy not having those paint apps on it in those certain parts, and someone would
Yeah.
be like, "Yeah, we can get away with not painting that," but it is there.
There's the
Plus, the
landing.
B-wing is such a cool ship.
Yeah.
There's Hera. It's Rebels, so she's still, still with Janan. Everyone's looking for a relationship timeline here.
Yeah. Right? Kanan's still alive.
Yeah.
At this point. And Carson doesn't mow he's not mowing on somebody else's lawn type thing.
That's true. That's that's not Carson's style. That's
Nope. He's
that's
not.
canon.
He's a man of honor.
That's right. In fact, I heard that Hera made the first move anyway. So
Felony orange. Scott Ross. Yeah.
And Carson couldn't resist.
well, I mean, every mission could be their last, right?
Yeah, tell that to Kanan.
Oof. Ugh. That's
What are
right.
you, righteous dude. Chris Christie, I know a poem about honor. I know that poem too. I believe it's
Is this
he offered
correct?
her honor. She honored his offer, and all night long he spent honor and offer. I think that's the poem.
The Delphi Ranger says, speaking of Captain Teva's MGS, Lieutenant Reed from Book of Boba Fett, has
yeah.
been confirmed.
I saw that.
Wait, what? No.
Yeah, Lieutenant Reed has his own X-wing, and is it's okay.
Oh,
Wow. Maybe Micro Galaxy Squadron hates you, Paul.
we're playing this game. All right. You know what? We were worried
again.
We were worried that we didn't have that joke anymore,
right?
From Hasbro. But hey, it lives.
It's perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect. I love the gang at Hasbro. I love the gang at Jazzwares. It's all great fun. I mean, we had a lot of fun. That pretend beef between Mr. Steve Evans and myself. Kevin, I know we snookered you. This was before the glasses, so it was relatively easy. And no.
I told them the Hasbro team in Japan.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, is the Carson Teva figure here? And they're like, yeah, that's such a great bit with. And I'm like, that Paul and Steve, they played it up really well. So they had fun with it. Who the hell's Lieutenant Reed? He needs a figure.
No, the Hasbro team, they had nothing but nice things to say about you, Paul. They do not hate you.
I don't know, Kevin. When we went to New York, and we were doing the March of the Empire, and Kevin was like, "Oh, look, there's a Hasbro team," and he was like saying hi to Jing and Chris, and I don't know, I can't remember if Emily was there,
she wasn't.
because they were. I swear to God, they were terrified of me, because like, hey, and he's like, "Oh yeah," and was like, "Where's my figure, guys? Where's my figure?" As a joke, and they were like, "Yeah,"
as a joke, away,
yeah, and they took off, and I was like, "Oh, I think I scared them off." And so I went. I remember finding them saying, "You guys know I'm just joking about that, right?" So I think they were. I think they just didn't want to say anything.
Yeah.
I think they wanted to say something, and they're like, no, we can't say anything, so we're just gonna pull back.
Yeah, they really can't say anything, I'm sure. As much as they want to be like, it's coming,
But like, it was nice to be able to geek out with them about Star Wars and about Star Wars toys.
Yeah.
And we weren't even talking about the new stuff. We were talking about older stuff that we're all still looking for and collecting.
Mm-hmm.
And that was with Emily and Chris. That was the highlight of that con, right? Nice. Just because getting to talk to them like they're real people and not stuck behind a Disney script and verbiage, and just talking about the stuff that we like and that we're enjoying, and so I mean, it was great. Great guy. They're great people.
Good. I think, Daniel, you were asking who the hell is Lieutenant Reed. Lieutenant Reed in the Book of Boba Fett is the young rookie pilot that Carson Teva is flying with, and they stop the Mandalorian, and when he's in his shiny new N1 starfighter, right? And he wanted to. He was going by the book and this and that, and Carson Teva was like, okay, I think we can give him a warning. But he knew, because he recognizes Mando's voice and says, "Hey, I got a few questions I want to ask you about." And that's when Mando takes off. And Lieutenant Reed wants to go by the book, and because he's young and he's eager. Right. Played by Max Lloyd Jones, who actually did do the body double work for Luke Skywalker at the end,
right?
That final episode, because he has a passing sort of. He's got the same facial structure as a young.
He's
Mark
Luke
Hamill.
Passing. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, he is.
He's farm boy passing.
Yeah, farm boy. Actually, it was because he was in the cloak and everything and stuff. So they gave him a face part. And in fact, he is in season 3. He's one of the pilots in the bar that all the directors are at. So he's on the far side. So he makes an appearance there. It's a blink and you miss him. But his voice makes a return in episode 4 of season 3, because when Carson Teva comes across that Lambda shuttle that's been wrecked, where Moff Gideon was rescued from, he's talking to Lieutenant Reed. So Max had to do the voice for that too. So it's a good guy.
Nice.
I liked him. And he's Canadian. He's from Vancouver.
Oh,
well, then he gets a pass.
Yeah,
he
definitely needs a figure.
Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah. I'm glad he's getting a Micro Galaxy Squadron first.
Yes. Yes, I am. Shut up, Ryan.
Oh my God.
last thing I got is this. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
let's zoom out.
I guess.
Are you
that's
building
nice.
it tonight too?
No, you need glue.
Oh,
I don't have glue.
Is
Um,
Revel a
This is like
big time model company?
yeah, old school.
Oh,
Like when I was a
dude,
kid,
okay.
Revell was this is the cat's ass. This was like, you
I
know,
feel like it's been around since like the 60s.
yeah.
Yeah, when he was a kid, he said.
I was born in 1972. Fuckface. Oh,
He just said it, Ryan.
So yeah, this actually came from Sweden, which is weird. Like the pack, because I ordered it through Amazon, and then there you go. Chrissy says it. Revell is the go-to model brand. I really like the Bandai stuff though, and the Mobius stuff is tremendous in terms of quality and detail. Revell is they've been around for a while. They're solid company. But when I opened the box, I was really surprised because it was shipped from Scandinavia. I was like, what the hell did I order from there? And then this came out. So I was like, oh, Amazon.
Let's see here.
Could have been anything. Could have been Blu-ray special edition, steel books or something.
Could have been. But there you go. Level 3, which is right in that sweet spot of super easy and super hard. So there's some skill required. These are the decals. What do you call them? How do you pronounce it?
Decals.
Yeah, decals.
Look at you right there.
It's me with the thing up my butt.
Decals?
Let's get
No beard.
Let's get a zoom on your model.
Oh,
No beard. But the helmet,
Accurate.
the decals are. This is hilarious. Hold on.
do you have to paint a beard?
They're tiny. Tiny.
Oh, good luck with
I'm gonna
that,
need
dude.
like those super nerdy glasses. Kevin, can I borrow yours? I'm
You
gonna need that
have
zoom and magnification.
those Inspector Gadget eye ones. That
Yeah, but they're not as strong as the ones you have. Those Coke bottle glasses you got, man.
Yeah,
You can't wear those
mine's
outside,
like the Hubble
right?
telescope.
Yeah, burn your retinas right out. So it's to just put it into perspective. Where is he?
Looks like you're doing a cannonball.
There's the R2 unit,
Oh, so you do got to paint it.
right? Yeah. And it's better to paint it while they're on the sprues. Apparently.
All
do you
right.
have, Fiji?
Well, just remember that when you're doing your Gundam.
I know. That's why I haven't started either.
Ryan, do you want to put a wager if this ever gets built and painted?
Oh yeah, 100. I do. I don't think it ever will.
Oh, we can't both wager the same thing. That doesn't.
Yeah, but we're wagering against Paul, who says he is going to do it.
Oh, is he putting up odds? Daniel loves a good wager.
Yeah.
Who do you think is going to build it for me?
And paint it.
Oh, that
No,
doesn't
no,
count. You
yeah,
got to build
exactly.
it.
Thank you.
That doesn't.
He was
count.
still in the box.
There he is.
There, you could paint a beard on him.
You should autograph and sell that.
What I like is he's got. I don't know. Can you see that?
He's taking a
A
poop.
stick coming out of his butt. That little
Yeah, well,
stick
that's
to plant him in the seat.
that's accurate. Carson Teva.
That's Carson Teva getting pegged.
Yeah,
That's movie
By Hera.
magic. You can't see it on screen, but that's
Yeah.
how the pilots stay in the cockpit.
yeah. When Hera breaks it off of Carson.
See? It goes in there.
Oh.
Yeah.
But you need glue.
Do you have fancy Japanese nippers? God hand?
I do. I actually do.
Nice.
I believe I do. So they're in my cutting tool implements. Chris Bruno says, no, assemble sub-assemblies and paint that unit. If on the sprues you have the dot of gray plastic left to retouch.
Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Good tip. Daniel, I'll take that bet. Paulie's too stubborn to let you win. There you go.
You know what? I disagree. I disagree. I think Paul will see the scope of what he bought, and he will crack under that pressure
Yeah.
of the size of that Gundam.
Some new
he'll be
toys,
like-
some shiny new toys gonna come in.
Yep. And he'll get distracted by something else as well.
All right. All right. Fuck you both. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
What are we talking about here?
Also, everything Daniel bets on screws over everyone else. So once he got involved, I'm out. Every Blue Jays game he's ever bet on, he's the worst Jays fan. But he's like, I'm rich.
I'll think of something.
You'll think of something. Okay.
Because I
And we'll
want
do
to
that
take
bet,
this.
and then we'll see.
I 100% want to take this bet
Okay.
because I don't think you'll do it. And you got to prove to me that you did it. Not
Yeah.
just all of a sudden show me a photo of it's done.
You don't
Right.
trust me?
No,
Oh my!
I do not.
I've clutched my pearls. I'm aghast. I'm shocked.
It has to be a
yeah,
live stream. It can't be
You
It
think
can't be just a
so little
photo
of me.
of hands working on the model because it could easily be Daniel's hands. So it's
Right.
got to be a live stream.
And
And
that's
you
why
can't say
Daniel
you
will
don't
take the bet because he'll be like, "Hey, I'll build it and we'll split
Like,
whatever you
Take
get."
a screen grab of these hands. This is me. I've got delicate features, not those big meaty paws that Daniel has.
Oh my
These huge mitts.
God. Those big
Animal
oven
feet, yeah.
mitts that D-Cirtle has.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
See, look at that. Hate is the best motivator, but his next quote is quote. I can't even be mad at that. It's true. I know it's true.
Which part? The hands or the betting or the
hands.
curse?
You've seen Daniel, he's gigantic. All right, let's wrap this up. Let's go.
All right.
Let's talk about your new channel before we go, though. You have launched a new channel on YouTube called the DL44 Network. And it is an umbrella sort of channel that will have a number of different content creators broadcasting their shows on there. For example, Steve Davey will be doing his Micro Galaxy Squadron sort of unboxings and reviews, right?
Right.
Brian, you and a friend, you're going to be doing the planets of the Star Wars universe.
Yeah, unknown regions, we're gonna
Okay.
call it. And it's just he had this this is how the channel kind of came to be because I didn't know where to put that channel because it was just one of those things where I was like, well, I can't just do that show because I don't have time to do just that show
Right.
every week. Like this would be one of these things I do every 3 weeks, once a month, that kind of thing. And it's with Trevor Zammit from NECA fame. He's one of the sculptors and head dudes at NECA. And he came up to me with this pitch, and I was kind of like, I love the idea of just talking about planets and just all the weird, dumb, it's nice and pixelated, nice, dumb, weird stuff that we do. And I could have just sent you one if you needed a graphic. And then, it was, that's what it was. It was just all this weird shit of all these different planets. He just wanted to talk about it. And so I was like, okay, I'll figure something out. And then I was thinking like, what can I have for consistent like programming or content on the show? And then that's where I went and pitched to Kevin the idea of let's move Boba Squadron over there so it has a home, so it hits the algorithm better.
Right.
Right. Just so that it's not getting lost on toying around. Because I do think the show is awesome. And I think it would, I don't know. I was thinking like it could do better not getting lost in the algorithm of toy tubing, if that makes sense. Right.
Yeah, and that's where I had to try to connect it. Like, oh, we're talking about Star Wars shows, but also collectibles, right? And the toys that you could collect and things that are out. So to try and keep it with this in the same like you said, the algorithm. It's still about action figures, but there was a lot more focus on the media on that side of it too.
Right. And so that's when we pitched it to that. And then Steve 3 was also like, oh, where do I put this? Should I just go on Instagram Live and do unboxings? And I was like, just do a show on the channel. Do one weekly. Doesn't matter when you do it. Pick a day of the week. I don't care if you do it the same time as Toy Anxiety or Gotham City Tonight or whatever. Just do it. Put it out there. You'll find your audience, right? It's just him doing his unboxings, and then he can show how he displays things and clips them out, and he can talk about it. Steve knows so much about Star Wars. And even just like the rest of us, he's got his hyper focus on. He could probably tell you everything about the ships while he's unboxing it as well. And I think he would do great. And I think if he went on there and just brought anyone on with him, just so he could have someone to banter with back and forth or help control the chat, that kind of thing, I think his show would do amazing. He just has to, I think that's what it all comes down to. At the end of the day, if you want to do streaming, if you want to do content creation, you just got to do it. I think that's that's usually the hardest part for people, is just starting to do it. Thank you very much, Matthew. Yeah. And, I think that just comes down to it. You just got to do it and have fun. And I want to do other stuff on that channel too. So it's not just talking about unknown regions. What is this? Are these only unboxings? Do I have to stop saying the internet's no, it is. I think that's all he wants to do, is just unboxings, right? I think that's all he wants to do. And I don't think he's looking to talk about the news or what's coming up or anything like that. I think he just wants to show off his collections, right? So you're okay, Squadcast. You can mark yourself safe from Steve 3. Tommy K, right? He's going to do Star Wars trivia on the show on the channel as well. I think it'd be fun to have different guests come on and test their Star Wars knowledge with Tommy. I don't know. I just feel like I have a lot of friends who do a lot of, who love Star Wars, who want to talk about this stuff, but had nowhere to put it. And that's why I call it a network. And we decided, let's call it a network.
Yeah.
This way everyone can kind of go in there. They all have access to StreamYard and they can just play and go. Right. And I don't mind doing the extra work for everyone else and doing setting up the logging into YouTube and, all that kind of stuff, and setting up the tags and whatever else you need to do. I'll help out with that stuff. I don't mind doing it. But everyone has to just, if you want to do something for the channel, it's up to you to just do it. Not one particular person is going to be carrying the heavy load. That was another big thing, especially with Kevin and I were talking about, if you just want to do it, do it. And I want to talk about other things too. I'd love to talk about theme parks, and just not in the sense of I don't want to do theme park news necessarily, but I wouldn't mind discussing of what would your dream Star Wars theme park actually look like? Is it Galaxy's Edge? Is it more? I wrote up a whole thing. I'm doing writing up a history of the cancellation of Hutt Slayer Leia.
Okay.
Right. So I want to talk about that. And is there a possibility that there could be more? Could merchandise with Hutt Slayer Leia be coming back? Because it seems to be hinted at a lot in different mediums altogether. So is it slowly coming back? Is it still kind of gotten put on the shelf? I'm really curious. So I'm I went back and went all the way back to 2014 and found out where it all started and then where it might be heading. So, it's things like that. And I just thought, what, we could do some evergreen stuff on here, some essays, some discussions. And then if Boba Squadron decides they want to do a recap of any kind of the shows, even though, there hasn't been a lot of time for everyone to get together and do them, it doesn't mean you can't go back and be hey, we're going to talk about Boba Squadron. We're going to talk about Skeleton Crew this week.
Yeah.
We haven't had a chance to. Let's talk about it. So it's stuff like that. That was very long-winded. I felt very long-winded there, but
but the idea itself is simple, right? It's just so we don't lose track of Star Wars focused content on YouTube. It's a weird game you have to play on YouTube, and then like keep splitting off channels or whatever just to make a focused theme of what you're talking about, so they know what people to bring to your channel or who to show your content to. So if it's like toys, but also here's some random Star Wars here, right? Might be lost in the mix, but this along with everyone that we know who loves Star Wars, right? It's a great spot, and it's awesome to see so many people in the chat just subscribed already. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. So that means you got to make more.
Member for 35 months. Hashtag team window open.
Boo! Boo!
Thanks, Jason, so much. I see that you had a great time at Celebration as well.
Yeah, it
Saw
was
a
great
picture
seeing
of
him.
you. And
Missed him
Tommy,
another one day.
y'all met, which is great. Steve and the gang.
Yeah.
Kevin made me buy 3 SH figure arts in Tokyo.
Whoa! I didn't have a
Whoa.
blaster to your head. What do you
Hey,
mean?
You were
Dude,
very intimidating with those glasses.
those are enabler points. Just take
It's
them.
like that guy looks like he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, there you go. I better get them. And the next exchange, sup at Jason Grahoski, and then shut up, Tommy.
Oh my god!
Wow. Oof.
Tommy also made quite an impression. I see.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I have to give props to Tommy though at the first day at Celebration, man. He was laser focused. Like he knew what he needed to get that day.
Yeah.
And with all the speed bumps he encountered, he got it all.
Like locking himself out of his hotel room 3 times?
Well, that's not at Celebration. That's outside of Celebration. And
Sure.
that's
You know,
up
he
to
locked
him.
himself out of his own car at lunch as well when he
today.
come back. So I think all of his brain power to Tokyo depleted everything else. So he's come back here and he's like jet lagged and all this stuff. And that's why I'm calling him TK.
TK.
Right? He's the new TK.
We just started referring to him as just Shut Up Tommy because we felt that maybe people wouldn't know who he was if we didn't say Shut Up Tommy.
Oh, I
Who's
see.
the Tommy guy? Also, Shut Up Tommy is like, I think it would be a great band name too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the sound of that. But I also have some new content for DL44 Network. It's called Gatekeeping Star Wars,
Yes.
where I no,
Where I tell people how to like Star Wars.
yeah, and what they should and shouldn't like,
Yeah.
and how you should enjoy it.
That's right.
You're doing it all wrong. You're doing it all wrong. Gatekeeping Star Wars should be competitive. It's you proving that you are the best Star Wars fan ever, that no one else knows as much as you. You got to let them know constantly, and that they're all doing it wrong, right? Yeah. So it's more of a competition.
Okay.
Condescending Star Wars. Is that?
Oh, I love that. Condescending Star Wars. Well, actually.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
Actually. Yeah.
It's been done.
Yeah.
It's played.
Done. It's being done.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Okay, so this new channel is up and running. There's going to be a schedule happening soon as you guys are gathering content, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward.
We did one first episode, just a quick Boba Squadron. You hopped on there
Yes.
as well, and it was kind of funny. We had some like rotating guests, so it was nice to have Yoko on for the first bit. Then you and Trev from One Six Shooter fame, he hopped on as well, and it was like, hey man, if the shows are always going to be like that, where just people come popping in, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Makes it
Nice.
made it a lot of fun.
Nah,
Nice.
gatekeep it. Don't let them in at all.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
looking
I'm just-
forward to seeing more content on that channel. You know, it's follow your passion. Follow your passion. And you'll bring like-minded individuals along with you, much like this chat and the members here. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. Ryan, where can they find you other than the DL44 network?
You can find me Tuesday nights on Toy Anxiety. You can find me Wednesday nights at Gotham City Tonight. And then just randomly, sporadically, I show up all over the internet. Though you'll probably find me doing less of it in the next 6-7 weeks. I have a movie to finish, and it's going to be insane. But I mean, after that, that's probably going to see a lot of content dropping.
People might not know this, but Ryan is heavy in the porn industry, so it's the busiest time of year.
Porridge? Did you say porridge?
Yes.
Industry?
Porridge and
Thinking
porn.
of the same joke.
Yeah.
It's
When he said I got a movie wrapping up.
Yeah.
I was like, I had the exact same
No.
joke. in my
I
head.
don't wrap up for those movies. I don't wrap.
all right. So we don't know. Raw dogging it. All right. Jason, didn't you make a movie in Tokyo? All right, here we go. Kevin, that does explain this dash and the beard. It was a period piece.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's on the wrong movie. Oh, geez, that was so wrong. Kevin,
Oh,
where can
man.
people find you next weekend, especially?
Hey, you can find me on YouTube toying around, but find me in person, physically, at the Toying Around ToyCon put on by myself, presented by Collectibles at the Thornhill Community Center, May 3rd from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. If you're a toy collector, you should come by, look for some new toys. There's tons of local collectors and who have some of their collections. We all buy. Maybe we buy outside of what we really need, or sometimes we forget and we buy duplicates. Or if you just kind of fall out of love with something and you want to find it a home for other collectors, you should come check it out. There's other retailers there. I've got like die cast vendors like Hot Wheels. There's some Pokemon vendors, but mainly is Monly.
Who's making a porn movie again?
I don't know. Collectibles, action figures, like things like that. So we've got some cool celebrity guests, the voice actors for Wolverine and Beast from X-Men 97.
Also, Logray from the Ewoks cartoon in the
Yes,
80s.
there you go. If
Taking
you
back
have a
Star Wars.
Logray, whatever plush thing that you got, Matt Sadowski, who plays the Green Ranger on Power Rangers SPD. McFarlane Toys is going to be displaying a lot of their stuff there, and some great local friends who make things, right? CJ, who makes 1/12 scale soft goods, bearded builds, just people in the community. I think it's a great spot for local businesses to reach out to the community and vice versa, find something that you're looking for. So the website is toyingaround.ca, and you'll see all the information there, and you can get tickets online or at the door. And yes, you can find me there next Saturday, May 3rd.
Awesome. That's
amazing. I went there. I was lucky enough to be there last year. I had a great time. Unfortunately, I can't come this year because it also coincides with my youngest son's first baseball games of the season. So we are otherwise engaged. So I'm going to miss out on that, but rooting for you. And anybody who chooses to go, you're going to have a great time. You'll meet line buddies, and you'll have lots of fun. And the guests are fantastic.
Yeah.
Cal's amazing, and Matt, got a chance to meet him last year as well. Super cool dudes. So
yeah, I don't know how many shows George Buza does too, but I was just lucky to be able to connect with him, and with all the X-Men 97 hype, I guess I feel like it's still going on. It hasn't really died.
Yeah, it's still strong.
Yeah, he's great to chat with too. So if anyone who's interested, definitely come by for that.
That's awesome.
amazing. Well, thanks so much, guys, for joining me today. It's always so much fun to do this show with other people. So it's a nice format. It's nice to listen to conversations and to catch up with you guys. To be just quite selfish on my part. It's always fun to chat with you guys and give you shit and get shit given back. So thank you so much for that.
The shit giveth.
The shit giveth, the shit taketh away. Everybody who's out there still watching, thank you so much for dropping by. You could have been anywhere, but you came here tonight. So, and for those of you on the replay crew, thanks for watching all the way through. If you got a drink, please, let's do our regular end of show, end of week toast. Ryan, don't have your arms crossed. There, get that empty glass of water. There we go. Hey, here's to all of you. have a fantastic week. To the week ahead, may you find fulfillment, comfort, joy. Have a blast with your friends. Stay connected with your family. And for the love of God, everybody in Canada, vote. Just
Yes.
vote. And we will see you next week. So until then, keep playing with your toys. Cheers.
Cheers. It's a fake sip, Paul.
Yeah, suck it.
That was fake.
There you go.
Kevin's was real.
Kevin's was
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You're good at this game.
He's
Yeah,
very,
thanks.
very good.
Mhm.
All right, everybody. Now comes the awkward moment where we try to sign off. One day I should teach Anna how to do that. Until then, I'm going to wait. How do I do this now?
Any moment.
So professional. So where is it? Where's the
There's that little
chat?
closing screen, right?
Yeah, it's where is it gone? Where? Oh, there it is. Haha. Professional YouTubers. Bye, everyone. Have a great week.
Okay, bye.
But no, I don't think they can. Oh, they can hear us. Can
Yeah, I
they?
think so.
No.
Yeah,
Anna,
they can.
why am I not paying her?
Can I go get my glasses now?
I'm waiting for you to say that. Hurry up. Faster. Bye, everyone.
Faster. More intense.
Here you go. Ryan Dole, filmmaker
Hi.
extraordinaire.
Okay, bye.
Bye. And end stream now.